were coming back.
Because you thought we got lasers now.
Well, I mean, I was hoping.
Yeah, they got lasers still. It just had a bad night with the laser. The laser gun wasn't working so well.
Wasn't believing last night.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. A guy like Dennis Schroeder.
Well, this is the problem with him.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Because 2 nights ago, against Golden State, what did he score? 30-something?
Yeah, nearly 30 points.
Right.
Yeah.
And last night, Dennis Schroeder gives you 2.
Yeah, was it? But that's been his whole career.
But can't we find like a middle ground here?
No, but that's who he is.
Can't we get to like 16, 18 a game?
I mean, maybe, but that part of the problem is that he does do the 30, gives you the 2, and then we'll give you those 15s in there that always average out to about that 15. But that's the problem, that he's capable of some of those nights. Now, every guy is in the league, even some of the greats, but he's prone to that stuff. And that's why remember when they offered him, or they thought about offering him that deal he turned down?
Yeah.
I mean, the Lakers dodged one there for sure. I wasn't big on that because I didn't think he was worthy of the third player money in that scenario.
Well, you're right that they did dodge it. I mean, we only talked about it from his perspective. What a disaster.
Disaster.
What a mistake.
We did.
How do you not take that money? Of course it was a mistake.
I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
Of course it was a mistake. But from a Laker perspective, it was like, whew, thank goodness we didn't do that. Look, now we got him playing for us, scoring 2 points a night. Yeah. And we're not paying him anywhere near that $80 million contract we offered him. What were we thinking? But that was, I look at a guy like Dennis Schroeder and I go, bro, going to have a little more consistency out of you if this team is going to, and I'm going to say this, survive while LeBron is out. And I was thinking, hey, let LeBron sit through the All-Star break and don't even play in the All-Star game. But after last night's disaster, he got to come back and save the day before the All-Star break. They got to win this game tomorrow night.
They do need to win this game. And he's clearly not right either. So this is part of the problem, right? It's what I always say. You're going to put it on a T-shirt. The biggest predictor of future injury is
past injury. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the front. The biggest predictor of future injury is, and then on the back, I'm going to say past injury. Yeah, I'm going to try and do it on both the front and the back.
Now, do you know that AD deactivated his IG account?
Yeah, what's that all about?
He's probably annoyed by people. By the way, you can just turn off the comments.
So deactivating, does that mean, is there a difference between deactivation
and deleting?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just deactivated. I don't think he's deleted it.
How do you deactivate?
There's ways, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm not that interested in it, but I know you can turn off comments. I've only done it on one post that I posted with Kyrie because I just didn't want to see the people fighting with each other about Kyrie in my Instagram. But you can turn off comments. You don't need to. You could just still post your stuff, bro.
Today, this is a little embarrassing.
Yeah.
But we put out this photo of you and Kelly.
Yeah.
And me and Rachel.
Yeah.
And Chris Morales.
Yeah.
And what's happening today here for the Un-Newlywed game at 5:05.
Mm-hmm.
So it was on Instagram, and it said, hey, you were tagged in this. But it didn't tell me at the bottom, add this to your story.
Right.
So then I was like, well, I don't know how to add this to my story. Like something that is such a fundamental Instagram thing to do. Yeah. Well, Morales showed me.
Oh, okay.
And boy, did I feel stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, why does it sometimes say add this to your story and then other times it doesn't?
I mean, it just depends. I mean, they're going through more of just making sure that you go through the steps for privacy's sake and to not annoy you with tags. They're going the extra mile to create extra steps so that way you can choose to do it or not.
All right. I want to know why Anthony Davis,
I'm sure he's just annoyed at people.
Oh, come on.
No, man, that's normal. I have no problem with that.
I mean, dude, just don't go on Instagram.
I get it, but easier said than done.
Right, because we're all addicted to Instagram and
Everybody
Twitter
needs the dopamine
and Facebook,
hit, the dopamine hit.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I mean, TikTok, you name it, I'm addicted to all of it.
Right. So I think that's part of it. Deactivating it is actually, I have a friend who did that with Twitter. He was off and on. I mean, Lindsay did it. And now I have the self-control to just be like, nah, I'm not going to be on it. But not everybody does. And I'm cool if you don't think you do and you just need to deactivate it.
Can you imagine you're Anthony Davis and you're like, I'm deactivating my Instagram account because we are playing so badly that the fans are going to give me all kinds of heat.
Yeah.
And I don't want their smoke at all.
Yeah.
So I'm deactivating.
It's not just Laker fans. It's just fans in general.
I can't keep myself off of it.
People are jerks.
Yeah, but he's addicted.
No, but he is keeping himself off of it if he deactivates.
Right,
it.
But think about that. The inability of a superstar like Anthony Davis.
That's the world they grew up in, man.
He cannot trust himself to stay off
old
Instagram.
Farts like you and me.
Oh, dude, don't get me wrong. I'm as addicted as he is.
Yeah.
I mean, some guy today I posted a picture like a happy Valentine's Day picture. Is that a good thing to do, or is that not a good thing to do?
What do you mean?
Like posting a picture of you and your significant other saying happy Valentine's Day.
I mean, I don't do it, but my wife doesn't expect that to be a thing.
Okay.
Like,
I did it this morning.
Yeah,
okay?
I saw that.
I did it.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's cute.
And
that's
guy,
your relationship with her, though.
And some guy sends me a message like, "Hey, man, why don't you say something like use her real name, not like she's your girlfriend?" I'm like, but I tagged her in it.
Yeah.
Like, and so I wrote back. I replied. I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" He's like, he got back to me. He's like, "Hey, I'm not here to fight with you, man. Forget about it." Well,
then why'd you respond?
Right. Why don't you mind your own freaking business, you moron?
But this is part of making things public, right?
Yeah. So I mean, you're Anthony Davis.
You're opening it up, and then right. So that happens one time to you. Imagine you're Anthony Davis. You have millions of followers, and that's like coming at you in like a barrage. You know.
Yeah, I don't have millions of followers on Instagram.
No.
I've barely got thousands of followers on Instagram. I mean, what is the deal?
It's why I'm not really on Instagram all that much.
I like Instagram. I do. People ask me, how come you don't have like a check mark on Instagram? And I'm like, because I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, if I cared, where would I even turn?
Yeah.
If I oh my God, I'm not verified on Instagram. What do I do? Who do I call?
But I hate the stuff with Anthony Davis because I feel like there's already well, are they going to trade him in the offseason? Like you have some of these talk show hosts like going on, oh, Anthony Davis, got to be something. You know, they're trying to link the LeBron thing, and it's like correlation equals causation, which isn't the case. The reality is this. Anthony Davis doesn't deserve the grief. Anthony Davis, if anything, deserves our compassion because do you think he doesn't want to play? Like, clearly, he came back from what some people thought at one point during this injury that he wouldn't come back. We actually openly discussed that maybe he doesn't come back at all.
There was somebody, I'm trying to remember who it was. There was another former NBA player that had a very similar injury, and it was like the end of his career. And I don't remember who it was. It was another big man.
Oh, it was Yao Ming.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And so once we heard that, we're like, wait a second. This little thing that Anthony Davis is dealing with.
Right, Ramona told us that.
Right, this is a potential career-threatening injury.
It is a real injury, which is why that's why I said what I said yesterday. I don't know this to be the case, but if I had to guess, he's probably not 100%.
Okay, but I'm going to say something to you right now, which is this: that if he goes and takes his Instagram account down, and if he is playing hurt, yes, he's a tough guy, and yes, he's a warrior kind of a guy.
Yeah.
But is he doing it because I got to help my team?
I think it's he wants to help his team, number one. But he would only be human if there's not a small part of him that's like bleep all these people who are talking smack.
That's what
about
I'm
me.
getting at. Is his motivation? They've been calling me street clothes for the last 3 years, and they've been doubting my durability. So I'm going to play through this injury, even though I know I probably shouldn't be playing. But I got to shut up all the doubters. I mean, is he really that sensitive to the media? And when I say the media, I don't mean newspaper columnists. I'm talking about like social media and the fans.
Because it's no longer just the guy writing the column or you and me being gas bags here. Everybody's got an outlet now. And that is, I don't think the human condition was ready for this. Like, we're going to do studies. I'm being super existential and philosophical now.
It must be the glasses today.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I think in 20 years, there's going to be so many studies about the impact of social media and how it hurt us, that we're going to be like, yeah, not a shock. It's like that Netflix documentary. What's it called? The Social Dilemma?
Is that what it was called?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you're already seeing some of the stuff. These are the people who work at these places or worked telling you what the idea is. And wait till we see actual studies on this stuff over the next couple decades. So, whatever, man. I hope AD, I'm rooting for you, dude. Like, that's it. Well, I'm rooting for you. And if you're not rooting for AD, go to hell.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that's like a hard stand right there.
Yeah, go to hell.
Wow.
The guy's going through a lot. You don't think he's trying to play? What the hell's wrong with you? You can't even, I bet you just, you hit your foot at the edge of your bed and you won't even go to work the next day.
Wow, listen to you. You've become like AD's spokesperson
I'm
over
just
here.
saying, enough. Like, stop. It's so stupid.
You guys hear what my man Sedano said? Stop, enough.
Yeah. Check yourself.
Yeah.
So, all right, coming up next. I want to talk to you about the Rams right now.
Okay.
Everybody's talking about the Chiefs, and we'll talk about the Chiefs and the Eagles still. But I want to talk about the Rams specifically and what their future holds, because I really had a long, I went down a rabbit hole today about the Rams. So we'll get into that next.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
Featuring Sedano's wife, Kelly.
Well, we went to cheap brunches. I mean, we didn't do, like bougie brunches. We, not like George likes now. Like, we have to do bougie brunches.
And Cappy's boo, Rachel.
Once a cheater, always a cheater, right?
Whoa!
Yes. Fun and frivolity will ensue.
It's St. Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Don't miss the Un-Newlywed Game this afternoon at 5:05 p.m. with Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Do you like water? Well, then you already like 70% of me.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to make fun of his ass tomorrow. I need to complain to Spotify for you being not named the hottest single. Holy, this guy. If you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime. Yeah, no. Hey, that's respect though.
You know what's on the menu tonight? Me and you. That was so cringe.
Oh my God.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
Featuring Sedano's wife, Kelly.
Well, we went to cheap brunches. I mean, we didn't do, like bougie brunches. We, not like George likes now. Like, we have to.
Ooh, what? That's from Silence of the Lambs,
On this day in 1991, the movie The Silence of the Lambs was released in theaters.
Put the lotion in the basket.
You gonna do this dance tonight for Rachel? You gonna do the Buffalo Bill dance? I've done it at times when people request it.
Will you be doing it tonight?
I've got video. It's from 2013. I looked a lot different then, but...
Precious! Precious!
I mean, she drained on me after a while, the Precious yelling. You know the dance, right?
Let me see it. Let me take a look.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And then
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me tell you something.
Oh.
One of the movies...
But you know what you had to do before. We don't want to get it. It's
one
a
of the
family
movies that I stop on every time.
You'll have to tell me off air.
You never saw Silence of the Lambs?
I have, but I'm not clear on what we're talking about.
It's something you would definitely do. For
oh, really?
those listening that know the reference of Buffalo Bill and the Goodbye Horses dance, it's something you would do.
Okay, I'm
I was going to say, like, how have you seen that movie and not know what he's talking about?
You might do it tonight.
Well, let me ask you a question. When did that movie come out?
1991. I just said it.
Yeah, and let me
I
ask you
just said it, Cappy.
And let me ask you another question. And when was the last time you saw it?
It has been
recently.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since
in a long
1992.
time, but I feel like it's kind of a thing.
It's a once-a-year movie.
Okay, not for me.
Really?
Haven't seen it in a really long time.
Oh, come on, Cappy.
Come on, for real. Haven't seen it.
You're gutless.
Gutless is what you are.
Meanwhile, 5:05 p.m., we're about 30 minutes away. The Un-Newlywed Game. George Sedano's bride, Kelly, will join us. And Cappy's boo, Rachel. Laura and Lindsay have worked to plan 6 questions. And we'll see who wins.
Well,
Sedano, are you texting Kelly right now saying, give it to Cappy hard. Take him down.
No, she's asking me about Mateo's T-ball practice, actually.
Will she be at T-ball practice when we play the game?
No, that's actually what's today? No, Thursday. Thursday's T-ball practice.
Is she going Comrex connection or phone?
Yeah, Comrex.
So she's going to have high-fidelity connection there, Cappy.
Yep.
While Rachel's going to be on the phone.
That's right.
It doesn't really matter because it's not like it's timed. So
no, but Rachel might be with Valentine number 1 while she's on the phone.
Oh.
Waiting for Valentine number 2 to meet.
Is that me? Am I Valentine 2?
I think you're 2.
I am 2?
Numero 2.
Really? Gosh. It's hard.
That's an old bit.
Yeah.
That is an old bit. There's a lot of old bits today on this station.
Valentine's Day. Is this like I don't know how to react on Valentine's Day. Like I think because it's like the Hallmark holiday, like I'm supposed to do something, And there's no, if you don't do something because you're like, well, it's just Valentine's Day. Come on, really? It's a man-made thing. Like then you're in trouble, right? So hopefully I'm not in too much trouble here today.
Why would you be in trouble?
Because I can't get home soon enough to go to dinner, and
if you guys know each other, you'll be fine.
Okay.
That's all. These aren't difficult questions, but if you don't know each other, okay, as the great Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes once said, if you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me.
If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me.
No, you won't.
Ooh.
We didn't even plan that.
That
folks.
was really good.
That is a master class on how to do an afternoon drive bit.
That is talent. Is
While
right
you're
there.
sitting in traffic. Some of the worst traffic I've ever sat in is Valentine's night. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I
It's
wasn't
bad.
even joking when
What
I was
happened
driving
to
up the
you?
110. It was crazy.
But what's the deal?
So there was an 18-wheeler. I figured that out after I drove past it. An 18-wheeler, it took 2 tow trucks to get it out
Was
of
it
the
a
way.
Peterbilt?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
It
a
was
fair question.
two
Or a
huge
Mack truck.
Two huge tow trucks for an 18-wheeler to get it off the road. It was insane. And then there was another accident on the fast track lane, right by the bank, whatever it's going to be called now, Bank of California Stadium. The BMO.
Yeah.
The BMO. Yeah.
So you legitimately were stuck in traffic and almost didn't
Unlike
make
I've
this-
never seen in
Right.
my. I mean, I left like I normally leave, and I usually get here by like 3:30 the latest.
Yeah.
And it was. I mean, I got here at 4 o'clock.
Kind of a rookie mistake.
Why is that?
Because you got to always be prepared for LA traffic. You always have to build in an extra hour.
Way worse than normal today. And I even texted
Yeah, she
Sedano on my
texted me.
way.
Yeah,
I
she
said,
texted
I don't know
me.
what's going on,
I
but
left-
traffic's terrible.
I left at 2:30.
What do you mean you don't know what's going on? It's Valentine's.
Yeah, but I left at 2:30.
Oh, okay.
No more than
Yeah.
an hour. An hour to get here, never more than an hour. And even, I mean, unless it's Carmageddon, which I would never drive during Carmageddon. But yeah, but this was like almost 90 minutes.
Yeah, I started my drive today from South LA, and it was raining. And I went, oh, no. Oh, this could be big trouble today.
Yeah.
But it didn't rain long. And thankfully, it got dry, and it was smooth sailing all the way in.
Yeah.
So I don't know what time you guys are all leaving.
Yeah.
You know what time the show
Well,
starts.
Lindsay hit me on, she was on the 405.
Right.
And, I mean, I was here when the show started. Not crosstalk.
I mean, just barely.
It took me over an hour to get here, and it's normally like 25 minutes.
From where you live?
Yes.
Wow, that is a long
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was as soon as I hit the 405, because usually Waze will take you an alternate route, and as soon as I hit it, the accident must have happened. It was crazy.
Yeah. You know what also is crazy?
Tell me.
I saw these numbers today, and I couldn't believe it. I went down like a Rams rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm. What got you going down
How
this
many-
Rams rabbit hole, by the way?
Just because, everyone's kind of doing like the NFL postmortem,
Okay.
right, on the season.
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to know how many games they missed from their starters this year? If you had to guess, put a number to it.
We talking about the entire...
Correct.
Both sides of the ball?
Yeah.
I don't...
They led the league, just so you know.
100 games total?
Close, 98.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
That was just a guess.
Yeah. They led the league. And do you want to know how many offensive line combinations they had this year, which also led the league?
Let's see. There's 17 games. And are you saying that it's more than 17?
Yes. No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I don't know that. Maybe.
I'll say 50.
No, bro, that's crazy.
Oh, I'm just coming up with a number.
No, 13. That's a lot.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, there's 17 games.
Yeah.
And that means that only 4 times
they had a cohesive offensive line.
Well, and you don't even know if it was cohesive, right? Because it may have been the same one,
Right.
but it may not have been the one that started the season.
Right.
Yes.
Correct. It was definitely not the one that started the season.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So 13 different starting offensive line combinations.
Right. 98 games missed to starters. Both led the league.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. So what I would say to you is this, and you talked about this, and I thought it was an astute point, which is
What?
that Sean McVay wasn't going to go out like that.
No way.
He's too competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I do think that he's not in this for the long haul because you don't start to think about this stuff and then like say, okay, great. Yeah, it was just a blip on the radar. He's had the conversations with us on this air about quality time well before it was something he was doing on a podcast with the great Jay Glazer. So, I think that the marriage, he wants to have a family, like all that stuff, it's hard for an NFL coach if you want to be part of it. Hell, it's hard for you and me, and we're not NFL coaches. Like, we just do a schleppy radio show every day. You know what I mean?
You know, it is interesting, though, that like a guy like Andy Reid, who's twice Sean McVay's age, people were asking him, is this it for you?
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, why is everybody asking me that? And it's like, because you're an older dude already. And when I say older, I don't mean like he's old. He's only like in his 60s.
Yeah.
But people are like, well, you've had so much success. You've been a head coach for so long. Maybe you just want to relax. He's like, no, this is what I do. This is who I am. That's the same for Sean McVay. I know we've all talked about, how old he is and how kids his age think about things differently than guys our age. It's not true.
Yeah.
He's a football guy before he's a 30-something guy.
Right. I get it.
And he's a football lifer.
Yeah.
He comes from football
Family.
lineage.
Yeah.
This is what he is.
Right. But I do think he's not doing it forever, right? You would agree with that.
He may do what his mentor, John Gruden, did.
Right.
Which is...
Or Dick Vermeil, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Leave football.
Yeah.
Go do something attached to football.
Right.
And then eventually come back to football.
Right. And have time to do the things you want to do in life. And by the way, I get it. If you're listening in your car, we all make sacrifices for family and kids. We all go to work every day. Listen, my parents used to work when I was a little kid. Before I became eventually my parents were able to not work 2 and 3 jobs. But early on, when I was a little kid, I was raised by my grandma because I barely would have remembered what the hell my parents looked like because I didn't see them that often because they were always working. But so I get it. Everyone makes sacrifices, okay? But if you had the choice to be like, I could be around my kids more and my family more and help raise them and be part of a more impactful part of their lives, I feel like everybody would choose that, wouldn't you?
Not everybody. There's guys like Tom Brady who decided to try that out.
Right.
And then they were like, no, this sucks, man. I'm going back to football.
Okay, well, he also then lost his family.
Well, I mean, that's a strong term, George.
I mean, he did.
Maybe he's not married anymore. It doesn't mean you lose your family.
Yeah, I mean, he has to share with his children. He no longer can just see them whenever he wants.
I know, but let me tell you something. There's something to that that's actually not so bad.
Okay.
Okay? Trust me.
I would not want that.
Neither did I. I didn't want it either, but I got it. And then when I got it, I was like, you know what? These 3 days off are pretty good.
You make the best of it. I get it. But it's not ideal, is what I would say.
When I would go to my grandmother's house, because my parents also would drop me off over at my grandmother's house, my grandmother always had in her house Roman meal whole wheat bread.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Roman meal whole wheat bread?
Not familiar with it.
How about Oscar Mayer bologna?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, my God. How good was Oscar Mayer bologna when you were a kid? But it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
Right?
My hot dog had a first name. It's Oscar.
Yeah, my hot dog had a second name. It's Meyer. Yeah, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say...
Because Oscar Mayer
has a way with...
Bologna.
Yeah!
Bologna.
There you go.
My bologna has a first name, not my hot dog.
Oh, my God, team effort.
By the
They
way-
also did the hot dog commercial that way, too, though.
Yes, you're right. But real quick, the first time I saw the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, it was when they were having a old timers game at the Richfield Coliseum with Bobby Bingo Smith and Austin Carr and Nate Thurmond, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Bologna.
Yeah.
Great job,
The Oscar
Lindsay
Mayer
baseball.
Wienermobile is pretty cool. You know what else is pretty cool?
Yeah.
Tequila Mandala. Yeah. But also coming up next, Cappy, I want to get into kind of put a bow on the Super Bowl.
Okay, I'm down for that.
We'll do that. But Tequila Mandala is pretty cool. As cool, if not cooler, than the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, I think, personally. Award-winning, artisanal small batch premium sippy tequila, founded by a couple of guys just like you in your car right now. One from Jalisco, Mexico. The other one, born and raised in SoCal, down in Downey, with the vision to create a sippy tequila.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
Featuring Sedano's wife, Kelly.
Oh, we went to cheap brunches. I mean, we didn't do, bougie brunches. We, not like George likes now. We have to do bougie brunches.
And Cappy's boo, Rachel.
Once a cheater, always a cheater, right?
Whoa!
Fun and frivolity will ensue.
It's St. Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Don't miss the Un-Newlywed Game this afternoon at 5:05 p.m. with Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Do you like water? Well, then you already like 70% of me. Oh my gosh. I'm about to make fun of his ass tomorrow.
I need to complain to Spotify for you being not named the hottest single.
Holy, this guy. If you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime. Yeah, no. Hey, that's respect though.
You know what's on the menu tonight? Me and you. That was so cringe.
Oh my God.
Live Imaging Tuesday on Valentine's Day. Sedano and Kap.
We're one segment away, right, from the Un-Newlywed game?
About 20 minutes away, 5:05 p.m. on this day in 1998, the #1 hit, Usher. Nice and slow. Now, Cappy, you and I were both intrigued by the stories Mason was telling earlier about his Valentine's Day plans, and I wonder if this is going to be playing.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Nice and slow.
When he goes Bobcat in the sack, as he put it.
That's right.
He said the trapeze is going to be set up. It's going to start shortly, and it's going to go all night long.
Bobcat!
That's what he said. He said.
Now when I hear that game, well, they don't do that game anymore, right?
No, it's called What's Up, Foo?
Now I have a whole different feeling for what that game used to really mean.
Do you think he puts on a silk robe and then walks in there and just goes, BAM! It's time.
I think he walks in with a silk robe. He's holding a tray with like a nice steak, a potato.
Yeah.
So he eats in the bed
right.
first.
Some dessert.
First we're gonna eat in the bed because I'm a Bobcat in the sack. First we're gonna eat in the bed, and then we're gonna start working the trapeze.
I heard earlier you offered to FaceTime, as I did.
Yeah.
Just to see what shape. I want to see the trapeze.
Right. When you said earlier today, Mace, FaceTime me. I want to see what's going on.
I want to see what's doing.
Right. Like I was like, me too. It's like maybe you could do some kind of a group FaceTime, where Mace and
you
Juan,
can do that.
Yeah, we used to do it in the early pandemic days before Zoom.
Yeah, when you guys work the trapeze, and those of us who are really curious about what's going down in the town, we want to watch. Weird, I know it sounds weird.
And then we could go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey,
Go
Mace,
ahead.
go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Have a day, Mace.
Go ahead.
Sedano and Cappy, I think we got a little NFL All Access that Sedano's going to do. But don't forget, stay with us, 5:05 p.m., the Un-Newlywed game. You don't want to miss that, Jack.
Cappy, so just to put a bow with the Chiefs, there's a lot of talk today about like historical context, right? Mm-hmm. Patrick Mahomes, blah, blah, blah. The Chiefs, are they officially a dynasty? I'll say this.
Okay, say it.
If you look at them this year, this was the year to get them because they had a very young roster, okay, around Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they had two guys who were rookies on the offensive line this year.
They lost Tyreek Hill.
Right. They lost Tyreek Hill. They had a receiving core that I would say is average to slightly above average.
They're not rock star wide receivers across the board.
Juju is a good possession receiver,
Yeah.
right? Now, I do think I like the young guys who scored the touchdowns, Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore. I think they can evolve into good receivers.
Right, but like the Cincinnati Bengals as an example, across the board, Cincinnati, their three guys are way better.
Correct. But I think those two guys particularly will be good eventually. But the point is they were inexperienced compared to previous Chiefs teams. So this was the year to get them. And Mahomes was hurt, obviously. So I feel like, barring injury to Mahomes or even Kelsey, I guess, and maybe even they could withstand that, I think that they're going to go on a crazy run here for a really long time. Like if you're the AFC West, if you're the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Broncos, you're just playing for second place, barring injury.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. You can talk about young wide receivers, young offensive linemen. You can talk about any of these issues, but the Chiefs have something that no one else in the NFL has. Not Cincinnati, not Buffalo, not the Chargers. Nobody has what Kansas City has.
No.
And we found out, because some of us who may have even doubted it a little bit, we found out.
What was you were rooting for the Eagles?
Yeah.
Did you pick them? Like I don't even remember.
I mean, I picked the Eagles for the fun of it,
Yeah.
You're
a little wishy-washy
well,
on
it's
that
just,
kind of
it's
stuff.
the typical kind of thing. It's like your head says Kansas City, your heart says Philadelphia. You don't really have a dog in the fight, so just make a pick. I thought Philadelphia could win the game simply because Mahomes was hurt. But when you see him play through injury, you realize that there's only one.
That's the Jordan flu game.
Right. That's the Jordan flu game. That's like, Kobe with an Achilles and still staying in the game and shooting a free throw. I mean, it's one of those moments that will define your career.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one. Josh Allen's really good. Joe Burrow's really good.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's really good.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is really outstanding.
Yeah, they're all great.
But there's only one.
Right.
There's only one Mahomes.
Right. Like, I think it's Mahomes, and then the next group is probably Burrow, Allen, Herbert, or whatever.
Hurts.
Right. Hurts. Like, that's the next tier.
Yeah.
And then the third tier is probably like I think Lawrence is now moving into that tier, right? Like the way you saw him play the last half of the season, minus the first half of the Charger game, but the second half was incredible. Then who's in after that? I mean, maybe some of the old guys.
Then you go to the old guys. Then you go
like
to
Stafford.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Aaron Rodgers is in that next group. Yeah. And so
if he's healthy, obviously, yeah.
And so the Chiefs have one thing that no one else has and that no one else can duplicate, which is why, by the way, I know a lot of people talk about these head coaching hirings, right? So today, for example, the Indianapolis Colts hired a guy named Shane Steichen.
Right, the offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Right, and like so many others, he has had this, what they call now, a meteoric rise from when he was like a guy getting coffee for the defensive assistant to the assistant, and now all of a sudden he's a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
When you look at a guy like Eric Bieniemy, okay, who is a long-time NFL player and now assistant and coordinator,
right?
When people ask the question about why doesn't he get a job, I really wonder if other people around the league are like, he's really great. He got 2 Super Bowl rings, but he got one thing that we will never be able to duplicate, and I don't care if he's running the exact same offense. If he don't have Patrick Mahomes, it don't work.
Right, but I think Caleb Williams could be the next Patrick Mahomes.
It's possible. I mean, listen.
I actually think he's better at this stage of his life than Patrick Mahomes ever was at that stage.
You know, you say that, but I have to tell you this. I don't know, because I never saw one Texas
Cliff
Tech.
Kingsbury was his coach, I mean, watch those games because of that.
Yeah, but seriously, like, Mahomes' story is not being a highly recruited guy out of high school, not being some collegiate superstar and Heisman Trophy finalist.
No, he put up big numbers, though.
But he wasn't the guy that everybody was talking about.
Right, because he went to the third best Texas school.
Or
maybe the fourth.
And somebody went and took a chance on it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kansas City scouted him, moved up to get him, believed in him, et cetera, et cetera. And now the combination of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, I hate to tell everybody this, but that is now becoming
lethal.
like Belichick and Brady.
Yeah, I agree. It is very much becoming like that. So I told you they played a bunch of young guys. There's only 3 teams that had played more young guys than them. Can you guess the 3?
I think Chicago's pretty young.
That's one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's one.
Yeah. Look at you, Cappy.
That's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to struggle.
Yeah, 2 more.
Houston.
That's a good one. There you go. You
Come
got
on,
2.
really?
Yeah.
I was just picking a team that's
Last
really
one.
terrible. Really terrible.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is just a guess here, but the Jets maybe?
No.
Okay. No. Hint?
West.
Okay, thank you. That's good. Arizona?
No.
San Francisco?
No.
Raiders?
No.
Okay, I give.
Seattle.
Oh, should have gotten that.
Yeah. I mean, they had 2 guys in the secondary that were like, 4th, 5th, 6th round picks or whatever.
2 guys in the secondary that were 12 years old. They're a very young team.
But they were really good.
Very young.
Yeah. So, like, that just goes to show you, like they are going to be here for a minute,
Well, that, and also, here's the thing.
If you're a Charger Raider fan, bro, or Bronco fan,
right,
it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and listen, you can tell me about Justin Herbert all day long. Really nice player.
By the way, Justin Herbert, so Patrick Mahomes, it's kind of wild, right? Patrick Mahomes in his first 5 years, most touchdowns, most yardage. But if you go to just 3 years, it's Herbert.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
But in those same 3 years, Mahomes has been to the Super Bowl twice. And in the same 3 years...
twice he was, yeah.
Mahomes has been to the AFC Championship game 3 times.
We had Andy Reid.
All I'm saying is that Justin Herbert's a nice player.
Yeah.
But he is not Mahomes.
No.
And the likelihood...
But he's good.
He's good.
He's going to be I think him and Burrow are going to be the heir apparents and Allen. Those are going to be the guys in that next group that are just going to be like right there in Hurts.
I'm putting Jalen Hurts in that group,
Yeah, it
too.
hurts. I said Hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts.
But
it doesn't hurt me to put Hurts.
I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to tell you, the Brandon Staley's your head coach versus Andy Reid is your head coach.
It's a big difference.
And and listen, I'm a huge Eric Bieniemy fan, but I wish the guy would get a head coaching job. But I could literally understand somebody being like, "Hey, he's an impressive guy. He's running an impressive offense. He got 2 Super Bowl rings, but he don't have Mahomes."
If I were the team, if I were Eric Bieniemy, and I were the team that has the number 1 pick next year, I'd be like, "Who's the guy who looks most like Patrick Mahomes? Oh, it's this kid from USC. Get me Eric Bieniemy." That's when I would do it. That, and by the way, it would be beneficial to him in that particular case.
I'm just trying to think here because Chicago's got the number 1 overall pick.
Right, but not this year. It'll be the
I
following
know.
year.
And then the guy
who's going to be bad next year, we don't know.
No, the guy who's the GM of Chicago came from Kansas City,
right,
and didn't even really interview Eric Bieniemy for the head coaching job.
Yeah, well, because Justin Fields is not Patrick Mahomes.
No, but he's good. That guy's a good running back playing quarterback.
Yeah, but he's not the passer that Mahomes
Not even
was
close.
even coming out of college.
Nope.
So I think that's part of it too. But
Wait, now Chris is back, so does this mean
hello, Christopher?
We've gotten very sporty
We are
again,
10,
haven't we?
Wait, a little bit. That's
Yeah.
okay though, because we're gonna have fun in the 5 o'clock hour. 10 minutes away from the Un-Newlywed game.
Yeah.
I am holding in my hand.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am.
I'm holding
Steve
in my
Mason
hand.
just texted us. Apparently, there's a car fire on the 10,
Is his car on fire?
and he says there will be no FaceTime.
Oh, I'll FaceTime him.
How about Instagram Live? Will he do an Instagram Live so everybody can watch?
What if I just show up at his door and knock? I'll knock 3 times, as the
Yeah.
great Tony Orlando once said.
Right.
Yes.
Not
I'm
3
holding
times.
on the ceiling if you want me.
Yeah.
And then he said something.
So
done.
how are we
Twice
playing
on
the
the pipe, ding ding.
Well,
if the
it's gonna
answer
be
is
Tyler.
no.
That's actually. Anyway,
So
I
how
am
are we playing
holding-
the Un-Newlywed
Stand
game?
by. I'm going to explain.
Oh, okay.
I'm holding in my hand now 6 questions prepared by Lindsay and Laura.
Right.
I don't know them.
Right.
You don't know them.
Right.
Kelly and Rachel don't know them.
So who they get to add?
No.
They're
So here's what happens.
Oh, okay.
Hold on now. When we play the Un-Newlywed game,
yeah.
I will ask the question. You guys will have 10 seconds to write the answer on these whiteboards. You will show us the answer.
Oh, I
and
see.
then we will ask Kelly and Rachel what the answer is.
Oh, I thought we were going to be sequestered and then come back.
We can, but sequestering takes a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I like this better. It's a lot
That
more
way people can
time
watch
to-
live on YouTube.
It's
Just
more
search
efficient.
ESPN LA.
Yeah, I would agree.
If you're sitting in traffic, be careful. But,
Yeah.
be sure
10
to be here.
seconds is kind of quick, though. I mean, you got to write really fast.
Do you think Kelly
15.
will be
It's a
watching
big-
on YouTube?
It's a thick Sharpie,
No,
though. It's
absolutely
Cappy.
not.
You see the...
Kelly doesn't even listen to this show.
She
Okay.
doesn't?
No.
Oh. It's a thick Sharpie.
Okay, I like the Sharpie. Now, where's the whiteboard?
No, it's right here.
Okay,
These
got
blank
it, got
cards.
it. Okay, I want to be prepared.
Literally, my children have to tell her, "Hey, Daddy's on television." And no,
She doesn't care.
yeah, it's old hat.
Mm.
Yeah,
No, but you were old hat, but now it's a new day.
yeah, it is.
Now your new hat.
You got Cappy in it.
So that's what we're gonna do. So this is my thing here.
I got to say something.
Please.
That promo that we're running
Is excellent.
Well, thank you. But I had to pull that clip from an old show. There was no Cappy on that show. It was going way back where she appeared to talk about that.
Well, no, Cappy wasn't that the day that we called her about the phone thing?
No.
The tracking on the phone?
No, I couldn't find that. No, that's Rachel.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
That was an old clip that I had to go hunt down. And
She was just on one from home not that long ago.
Yeah, well, I couldn't
during
find that one.
Crosstalk
Yeah, I
not
couldn't
that
find
long
that
ago,
one.
a few months ago.
Oh, that's right, because it was in Crosstalk. Anyway.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, that was a different type of show.
Yeah.
I think Cappy's brought the heat. He's brought the passion. He's brought the energy. He's brought the fun and the frivolity.
Hear
You
that?
don't get a lot of compliments, Cappy, so I'm giving you one
Appreciate
on
that.
a
all
Valentine's
the
Day.
Thank you.
compliments. What are you talking about?
That's all they do is compliment me around here. Seriously, they love me.
All right, we're 7 minutes away.
Yeah. All right. So we got what you need to know, and then we'll do the game. So there you go. All right. What you need to know is coming up next. Then the Un-Newlywed game. Look at that. I mean, who would have thunk it on a Valentine's Day? Who came up with this bit? So good. Good job, guys. All right. That's next.
I'm Martin Hoke.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
The Un-Newlywed Game.
Featuring Sedano's wife, Kelly,
Oh, we went to cheap brunches. I mean, we didn't do, like bougie brunches. We, not like George likes now. Like, we have to do bougie brunches.
and Cappy's boo, Rachel.
Once a cheater, always a cheater, right?
Whoa.
Fun and frivolity will ensue.
It's St. Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Don't miss the Un-Newlywed Game this afternoon at 5:05 p.m. with Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
5 o'clock straight up in the Southland. Happy Valentine's Day. It is Live Imaging Tuesday with Sedano and Kap, a little NB writers. For that drive, we are about 5 minutes and change away. The Un-Newlywed Game with Kelly Sedano and Rachel coming up in minutes. But first, it's time for What You Need to Know.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. So, guys, we had a lot of these California lottery updates, and one has finally come to a conclusion.
What do you mean?
The California winner of the record-breaking $2.4 billion Powerball jackpot.
Is that the Altadena person who never had shown up?
Yep.
Yeah.
He finally came forward and was identified by officials during a press conference earlier today, per California law. The single winning ticket for the November 7th drawing was purchased by Edwin Castro, and it was sold at Joe's Service Center, located at 15 West Woodbury Road in Altadena.
By the way, I don't love the fact that you have to be that public about it. Like,
it's a dumb law.
I don't love it. Like, there are certain states, like, for example, in Colorado, I bought a ticket during that time. I was in Colorado, and there they only put first name, last initial, and where it was bought, right? Like, you don't have to do a press conference. That's all they release. And, like, to me, that's enough.
But do you have to do it?
Well, he did not. He did not appear at the press conference for the announcement. He declined to do the media interviews and appear on stage, but he did release a statement saying that he's ecstatic about the win, but the real winner is the California public school system, thanks to the lottery's funding. So if you know Edwin Castro, he's a billionaire now. That's what you guys need to know.
Yeah, I thank you, Lindsay. I don't love that law here. There are certain states that are completely anonymous, and I get the not wanting to be completely anonymous because it feels like there's already enough people that think things are rigged around here in this country these days. So, like, I get some, transparency.
But wait, the law is that the winner gets exposed by name?
Yeah, in California.
That is the law of the state?
Yeah, didn't you just hear her?
That they have no choice but to
yes.
To say, But yet he didn't have to show up at the press conference. He didn't have to do any of the media
Right, he doesn't
stuff.
have to do the media. It's fine, but the name and where they bought it, and has to be revealed.
I got to tell you, man. I wonder what takes so long.
Well, I would imagine, first of all, if you want $1 billion, you would have to get a team of accountants, interview people for that job, interview teams of lawyers. There's probably a lot of things you need to do from a trust perspective.
Yeah, but don't you think that, like, if you had the winning lottery ticket,
you'd run right up to Sacramento and get it done?
Right, and you knew that you had the winning
Sacktown.
You knew that you had the winning lottery ticket.
Yeah.
You'd be like on the back of the ticket going, "Who do I call? Where do I go? What do I do?"
You know who I would call? If the first call I would make, Keyshawn, because he's rich, and I'd be like, "Key, I need your lawyer and I need your accountant."
That's the first guy you'd call.
100%. It wouldn't even like.
He won a historic historic case in the state of California.
Really?
Right when we started the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would call Key immediately and be like, "Yo, I need your guys."
That is not who I thought you were going to say.
Who did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say Jacob and Ronnie.
No, Key.
Really? Keyshawn over Jacob?
Jacob would be number 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Keyshawn, what do I do? Call Jacob.
Yeah. But so if I was in an accident like some of these people on the 10 today or on the 110 or the 405, I would call Jacob immediately. But if I won the $1 billion, I'd call Key first because Key's rich.
Got it.
Pretty rich.
Yeah.
You got $1 billion?
Meanwhile, you can hear Keyshawn tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m. Keyshawn in the morning, 6 to 10 a.m.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. But yeah, that's the law in California, dude. It's why whenever I was in another state, I said we did this whole joke the whole time it was building. I was going to Arizona all the time, and there it's anonymous. And I'm like, I would never tell you if I won.
Cappy likes when it's anonymous.
Yeah, but I also got to tell you, if I win, I'm letting the word out.
Oh, I mean, you couldn't hold yourself.
If I win, I'm coming on the airwaves the next day going, guess what, mofos?
Yeah.
I won the lottery.
Right, yeah.
$2.4 billion.
Yeah, and I'm sure your accountant who's on the line right now, Rachel, would love that if you went on the air to tell everybody you were a billionaire.
God, she would love that.
Yeah. I mean, she'd love the billionaire part, but I don't think she'd love you telling everyone. Rachel, was I wrong about that?
You are not wrong.
Yeah, see? I know. Rachel and I can play this game and probably win. Look at that.
Boy.
Look at that. My wife, Kelly Sedano, is on the line now. Hello, Kelly Sedano.
Hi.
Hi.
Sedano.
So, Rachel, how are you, by the way?
I'm great. How are you?
We're excellent. So we're going to play this game.
Wait, Kelly, how are you?
Wait, what about me?
Yeah, Kelly, how's it going?
Yeah, I already... Okay, go ahead.
You're such a control freak.
I know. Let me have a little time with Kelly here.
Okay, go.
Hi, Kelly.
Doing well. Thanks. Hi.
Yo, you guys want to ever play pickleball, the four of us?
Hey, Cap,
100%. I thought you were going to come over.
Yeah, you were supposed to come over. She knew that.
George didn't make the reservation at the pickleball court.
See, that's why I didn't come.
No, that's not.
That is why I
you
didn't come.
called because you're. I'm sick from Yamava.
Okay. All right. 5:05 p.m. in the Southland. Hit the music, producer Laura. It is time for the Un-Newlywed game.
I got to write this thing down.
So here's how this goes. I've got 6 questions. I haven't seen them before. Produced by producer Lindsay, producer Laura. I will ask them. The boys will have 20 seconds to write down their answer, and then we will ask the ladies what the answer is. So, when I ask a question, Cappy, I'm going to over-explain it for you.
Thank you.
You're writing down what about your partner, what they would feel about you. Comprehend, homeboy?
I'm writing down what I think Rachel will say.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to prognosticate.
Rach, you got this?
Got it.
Oh, man.
She's ready to roll.
Happy she is so
Can
ready
I do
to
the
go.
show with you every day? I mean, jeez.
She is ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. We begin with question number 1. I hold it to the screen for our audience on YouTube. What is the one thing your partner does that drives you crazy? What is the one thing your partner does that drives you crazy? So, boys, you write down the answer that you believe Kelly and Rachel will give us.
Oh, I know what it is. It's
driving me crazy thinking about it.
God, I hope I spelled this right or I'm going to really look stupid.
I feel wacky and crazy.
This is a very tough one for me, I feel like.
It is time. Show me your answers,
Hold on.
boys.
I'm writing it still.
No, that's past 20
I got
seconds.
it. I got it. It just had a long phrase. It's a long phrase.
Wait. Before they show the answers,
Show me the answer. No, you show me the answers, not the screen.
Okay, we'll go with Kelly first. Kelly, what is the answer?
Begin.
So I've showed him like 100 times how to pair his socks when I do the laundry, and he folds them this crazy way, so I have to like unfold them, and they're wet and stinky and smelly, and I have to touch all of them, and it drives me crazy.
Okay. Producer Lindsay, you saw the card. Is that a yes?
I think that's a yes.
That is a yes for
Really?
Sedano and Kelly.
Let me see what Sedano
Hold
wrote
on,
down.
Cap. This is going to go on forever.
Okay.
Producer Rachel, what is the one thing
Oh, she's
your
going to get
partner
this
does
for sure.
that drives you crazy?
Let me see the card, Cappy.
I'm going to say when we're at dinner with friends or family of mine, and Scott prefers to be on his phone.
Ooh, that is annoying.
Producer Lindsay?
I thought she was going down the right path. She was,
I
but
know,
that
I
is
thought
not
so, too.
right. Yeah.
Kaplan wrote down because
What did he say?
Indecisiveness.
He's indecisive.
Yeah. Which he is that too, probably.
So I should have thought
Yeah,
of
but
that
that's
one.
ongoing. That's not in the moment.
Yeah.
But wait a second, can I just understand what Sedano wrote down as an answer?
Go ahead and tell yourself what you wrote down.
I
Sedano.
wrote when I tell her something that I did that I know I definitely did, which is that.
what Kelly described.
Right.
I heard sweaty socks.
Oh, that's
She gave like an
vague.
example. Yeah.
Yeah, she gave an example.
Yeah.
That is not.
yeah.
That is no.
Rachel's not having it.
Okay, fine. Take it out. Take it out. We don't need it. Go. I don't need it. Go.
Okay.
Wait,
so
it's something that I annoys him about me, or
No. So something that you are saying he is annoyed with.
Okay.
That you are annoyed with George about.
Oh, well, you should have said it like that.
Yeah, so
Your
I
fault.
think he
Isn't
was
that what I was
confused.
your fault?
No, that's
because
not what you said. I thought it was what I get. What annoys me
You
about
gotta say,
her.
like,
No.
Kelly, what annoys you the
I
most
explained
about
this to
George?
Cappy because I thought he would need the
Okay,
help.
go
I
ahead.
didn't realize.
Go ahead. 0-0.
Chris
Go.
is asking the questions to the ladies in regards
Go
to
ahead.
their
Go.
men.
Okay.
All right, here we
You
go.
have to
So
guess.
Here we go.
0-0.
Yeah.
0-0.
But by the way, Kelly was still right, so that means that it goes the other way too, right?
It doesn't matter. 0-0.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, here we
I
go.
knew this was going to be stressful.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
You guys in the business of communication, this is terrible.
Where did your first kiss happen?
Oh.
Where did your
Oh.
first kiss happen? So, gentlemen, write down your answers.
Done.
You guys got to know this one.
Cappy's like,
George, I think we might need to be a little bit more specific there.
More specific,
Yeah,
George, is what the
yeah.
rules are saying.
yeah,
Oh, are you serious?
yes.
That's what the judges are asking for.
Did he put on the mouth?
No. I put the place, like the city.
No, you got to be more specific.
Okay. I'm trying to think where it was.
Oh, come on, you know this.
What's the place with the fountains in Vegas? What's the name of that place?
Don't tell him.
No.
Bellagio?
That's the name.
Oh,
yes.
give it a goog.
Well, George is
Give it a goog.
my BFF, so.
That's it.
Okay, we
All
got
right,
you.
So what's the deal? You want me to show it?
Show Lindsay your card. Okay, we start with Kelly. Kelly, what would George write down as where your first kiss happened?
It was at a bar at Bellagio
Judges?
in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, you gave it to him, but yes.
That is correct.
Okay.
It was already in my brain. Trust
So,
me.
All right, Rach. Come on,
Sedano and
Rach.
Kelly have a point. So, Rachel, what would Kaplan write down as where your first kiss happened?
Solana Beach. I can be more specific.
No, he got it. He got it. Fletcher Cove. There you go.
While
We
playing
are
pool.
Right after playing pool.
There you go. Look
Yep.
at that. That was very specific, Scott. Good
Good job, Cappy.
Way to go, Rach.
Okay, question 3.
Thank you.
Here we go. Gentlemen, what would your partner say is your pet name for him? Meaning, you're saying, what does Kelly and Rachel call you?
Oh.
We all done there, boys? I mean, Cappy, you're having some problems.
Cappy's writing a dictionary over there.
I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
How many swear words is he writing down?
Show Lindsay, please. Show Lindsay. Rachel, this time we will start with you. What would your partner say is your pet name for him?
Is it the one of endearment or not of endearment?
Oh, wow.
Wow. So you have two
let's go with endearment.
Endearment.
Okay, I would probably is honey, I guess, would probably be the only I can think of.
Can you repeat that, please?
Honey? Okay, he probably said babe then.
Yeah.
Like that.
He specifically said baby love.
Yeah.
Said babe/love.
Baby love?
No, just
Baby
babe/love.
I thought that was a
love.
lie.
Like
No.
a capital
So
L.
babe.
Yes, that's true.
Babe
Okay.
or love.
Okay, we go to Kelly Sedano. Kelly, what would your partner say is your pet name for him?
It's that one. It's Honey.
Honey?
Mm-hmm.
The Sedanos
That is
are up
correct.
2-1.
2-1 Sedanos.
Wow.
We're so close, Rach. We're so close.
You are close.
Question number 4. It's time, boys, you write this down first, of course.
Yeah.
It's time to hit the bedroom. Which song is first on the playlist?
Ooh.
Looks like the boys are a little perplexed.
Oh,
my.
see, I don't. There's not like. Yeah.
We don't play a lot of music in the house.
I don't.
Well,
yeah.
Well, if you did, Sedano,
Yeah.
Sedano,
I'm
what
just
would you
gonna
write
go
down?
with one of my favorites.
Okay.
Like as a group or whatever.
Okay. We are playing the Un-Newlywed game, if you're just tuning in. The great Kelly Sedano against Rachel.
This is gonna.
Are we good?
I'm not good. I don't think this is. Good
I don't
for
think
me.
this one's gonna work out for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We start with Kelly. Kelly, it's time to hit the bedroom. Which song is first on the playlist? What would Sedano write down?
Can I sing it?
Sure. Let's kill the. Hold on. Let's
all
kill
I
the
ever
music.
wanted, all I ever needed is
Aw.
here in my arms. Depeche Mode.
No
That
way.
warms my heart.
No way. Is that what you wrote down?
No
Depeche
way.
Mode?
Adorable.
Oh, yay.
Depeche Mode? Oh my God, Depeche Mode.
Okay, that is their third point, correct?
It's a very heartwarming
Okay.
moment here on the show.
Rachel.
He's dragged me to so many Depeche Mode shows, you guys.
Rachel, it's time to hit the bedroom. Which song is first on the playlist?
Did she curse? You
hope
might
not.
want to dump that.
I got it. I got you.
She's like, no.
It sounded like it.
Quick hands, people. Quick hands.
Okay, for the audience that's just coming back from a delay dump,
Yeah, just in case.
it's time to hit the bedroom, Rachel. Which song is first on the playlist according to Cappy?
I don't know, other than probably whatever theme song is playing on the sports channel at the time.
That's a no. That's a no. That felt like it should have been a good guess by you,
Yes, I know.
Cappy.
I should have said like Sports Center.
Cappy
Yeah.
wrote down Fleetwood Mac, I believe.
Yeah, he
Fleetwood
did.
Mac,
He
Rage.
did.
I just put down like like something we might like to
Yeah.
listen to.
So correct me if I'm wrong, producer Lindsay, the judge. It is 3-1.
I mean,
Sedano.
it's over, basically.
That's
Well,
correct. But we're still
Well,
going
let's
to
do
keep
one more.
playing.
Let's do it.
Well, for the bill, we've got two
We
questions.
got two
Oh,
more.
okay.
Let's do them.
Oh, yeah, they can
Double or
tie.
nothing.
No, they can tie.
They could tie.
Yeah, that's true. I
All
thought
right,
it was
Rage.
5. Sorry.
Rage, come on, let's go, Rage.
Okay,
We can do this.
Here we go. Here we go. Who is your partner's celebrity crush? Gentlemen, you are talking about Kelly and Rachel's celebrity crush.
Oh, I thought it was mine. Oh, that one I don't know. Jesus.
I know Scott.
We could always do the guys. Have
Rachel,
the girl
yeah,
get
so
the
you just
guys.
the other way?
Let's reverse it then.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's easy.
reverse
Who
it.
is your partner's celebrity crush?
Because I actually don't have a celebrity crush, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Well,
Yeah.
it should be Sedano.
But she will absolutely
Yeah,
know
neither.
that for sure.
Okay.
All right.
'Cause I've said it on the air. Everybody here
fine.
knows.
Here's mine. Here's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all know
I mean,
yours.
we
too.
all know your guys.
Yeah.
They better
We
know.
start
We all know, yes.
with Kelly. What would George write down as his celebrity crush?
Is it still Natalie Portman?
Booyah!
That is point number 4. Rachel,
You guys are cleaning up.
I look
who would
nothing
Cappy
like Natalie
write
Portman.
down as his celebrity crush?
Jennifer Aniston.
There you go, Rach. Good job.
Hey!
It is 4-2,
4 to
correct?
2. 4 to 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so they can't.
I mean, they
Yeah,
can't, but let's just do it.
But I mean, remember these guys were like 4-point favorites, so we could still cover the spread.
That drop, though, is throwing me off because it sounds like...
Right,
like
it's
you're
like an
getting it
oh,
wrong.
right. Oh,
you
like
know?
it's
Yeah.
oh, that's cute instead of like
Yeah,
oh,
that
like
drop,
yeah,
no.
like a boo.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, final question. Producer Lindsay and producer Laura made this one the showstopper. Gentlemen, write it down. Where's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee?
Oh man,
Oh my goodness.
strangest place.
Do we have the clock for it? Because the boys seem challenged.
Hold on,
20
strangest
seconds.
place.
I'm going to go back to a card I wrote earlier.
We are very vanilla, you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Very vanilla.
yeah. We don't. I mean, we do it a
not
lot, but
even
not
writing
like
one
in
down.
random
I
places.
mean, in your world, maybe the bathroom
Honey,
is the
just-
strangest place.
Just
you know?
write down the place that we never do it.
I'm just
And
writing.
now-
I'm not even writing anything
Okay,
down.
I'm just
using
gonna
an
write
earlier
this
answer.
just for the hell of it. Whatever.
Okay, gentlemen, you've got your cards, your answers. We start with one. Rachel. Rachel,
Oh no.
what would Cappy write
I'm
down
getting,
as the
I'm getting
strangest?
experiences mixed up.
Oh
I hate when that happens.
Well, hey, I'll say this, Rach. You ready? I'll give you a hint.
Yeah.
I said
Okay.
I didn't even write an answer. I used an answer from an earlier card. How about that for a
Wait,
hint?
wait.
No,
I can't win. I mean, we can't win. I mean, right? It doesn't matter. We just cover
Rachel,
the spread.
what would Cappy write down
Yes.
as where's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee?
Fletcher Cove.
He did. She got it. Yeah.
I should have FaceTimed during that. Anyway, that's a point.
Yeah,
for
babe.
Yeah.
Cappy and Rachel. Kelly, where's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee, and what would Sedano write down?
My least favorite place, which is the shower.
No.
Incorrect.
Right.
Oh, we got something wrong?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
It's okay.
Right.
What'd you say, George?
I wrote the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
Store that in your memory
Made
bank.
love in the kitchen. Have we? Was it in Miami?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. Well, that was a different life.
It was a different life. 3 kids.
We have an open kitchen now, and that would never work.
Rachel,
Yeah.
I like how you said you were mixing up experiences. Yeah, because, man, we just got to be careful with
Yeah.
answers like these, you know?
Yeah.
Ladies,
Yeah.
happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have a wonderful
What do
evening.
we win?
You win George Sedano and Scott Kaplan.
There you go.
Oh, I already had that.
Yeah.
We hope to see both you lovely ladies at the Mandy Awards this year, coming up this summer. And maybe we'll bring you back up on stage and do this all over again for the audience. Who knows?
In person, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. George, I feel good. I feel like this was my first hosting of a game
You're
show.
like
Yeah,
Weeb
you're
Eubanks
good.
now.
Yeah, I
You're
should have
good.
worn the Pinky ring today.
Yeah.
You need one of those really
All right,
long,
ladies,
skinny
thank
mics.
you very much. All right, now we're way over the break, and we're going to get yelled
We
at.
planned.
we're
No,
not.
we planned for this.
Oh, you did?
Well, of course. Come
Oh,
on.
wow.
Come on,
Okay.
shit on it.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Rachel. Good sports and great questions.
Yes, great job, Lindsay
Great
and Laura.
questions.
When it is a
Great
final,
job, girls.
4-3. It's a final. Sedano takes down Cappy and Rachel.
Yeah.
And I believe John Ireland wins $10,000 of mythical money now.
But Steve Mason should also win $5,000 of mythical money because we covered the spread. We didn't win, but we covered.
You did. You did
I think
cover.
that was the final question.
Yeah. And, well, I did throw away an answer that we had right, so there was that. But you still would have covered.
Yeah.
Even at 5-3, you would have covered.
I mean, 11 years of marriage versus 4 years of dating.
We only got one wrong.
It's pretty
technically,
close.
Which was the last one.
But I'm surprised Rachel said honey rather than babe. I mean,
I was stunned by that. I thought you would. That was an easy one.
Yeah, I
felt
thought
like.
babe was easy.
Well, let's recap it on the other side.
Let's do that. Let's recap on the other side. Plus, I started trending on Twitter during this show today. Yeah, I'll explain what that's all about next.
Mason, Ireland.
On the roads, be safe right there. We're going to get you through it. We'll be your Valentine in the car. Thank you to the great Kelly Sedano. Rachel, for the Un-Newlywed game. Don't miss that on the podcast. We'll also have some video highlights going up. On this day back in 2004, the number one hit, Outcast, featuring Sleepy Brown. The Way You Move, Cappy.
Yeah, love this song.
Ba-da-ba. I love the way. Ba-da-ba-ba. Good job, Cappy. You and Rachel did better than you thought.
So the first question we asked, which kind of confused everybody.
Right. We thought you were talking about, at least I thought you were talking about what annoys me about my wife, and not vice versa.
So you answered about socks.
She answered about socks because when I take my socks off, I stuff the sock in the sock and put it in the hamper for efficiency.
That's not efficient.
What do you mean efficiency?
Because then you got to pull it apart. Who's doing the laundry?
No, but for efficiency as far as space in the hamper.
Really?
Who's doing the laundry?
Really? She is. So
it's not efficient
it's
for her.
why she hates it.
Two separate socks takes up that much space that you have to put the two socks together?
Well, then you lose socks. You know, there's that too. So I feel like you keep them together that way.
What kind of is it is it like a basket type hamper? What kind of hamper is it?
Yeah, it's like a basket.
And are these like ankle socks or are these like tube socks?
Or both.
Well, no, you have your ankle socks for some days. You got your business socks for business days.
So I thought when you were saying what annoys me about her is what this always happens. Because we have a big calendar in the house, we have to write stuff, and like there are times like I'll forget to write stuff in the calendar, but I'll just tell her, hey, on Wednesday I'm going to Yamava or whatever.
And she says, write it on the calendar.
And I forget, and then I'll say, hey, remember I'm going to Yamava today, and she's like, well, you didn't tell me. And I'm like, I did tell you, I just didn't write it on the stupid calendar.
Do you say you're gutless, Kelly? You gutless?
No, I don't say that.
But wait,
that'd put me in the doghouse.
Why do you guys have a calendar? Why don't you guys share a Google calendar?
Because then things can get dicey. You know, you share the wrong thing. There's a separate calendar.
There's a whiteboard in the house with a calendar on it. It's much easier. That way everybody can see everything, including the kids.
Once the socks are washed, dried, and brought out in a laundry basket, are they put back together to go into the drawer, or are they loose socks?
Or do they wash together in
Sedano,
one
I'm
unit?
asking you.
What's that? I'm sorry. I was reading the reaction on social media.
I know. When the socks are laundered and they come out of the dryer,
are they separate?
Does Kelly put them back together?
No,
or
they're separate.
See,
yes.
I do that too, Cappy. I have separate socks.
But wait, you don't put them away in the drawer separately, do you?
No, yeah, I do. They're just loose socks.
Yeah,
that's
I do.
weird.
I like to be able to pick and choose.
Yeah.
I put mine together.
No.
Come
on. A lot
on.
of times I'll wear the same sock, but like one's gray, one's black. You know what I mean? So like they're technically the same, but they're different colors. But I don't care because I just grab them right out of the drawer.
My dad does that. Like he wears a lot of like the team socks, like Indian socks, Baker Mayfield socks. He doesn't wear those anymore. And then I'll be like, he'll wear one Indian sock and one brown sock.
Guardian sock.
Right.
By the way, what we learned the most was that apparently, who's your favorite Sports Center anchor when you're making whoopee?
Oh yeah, that's. I should have known these things though. Like, first of all, I should have known that the theme of Sports Center would be what we would be going to sleep to. Number one, and I also should have known when the question was about what annoys you most. And she said, that I'm always on my phone. She actually gave more specific details. Like Rachel was saying, like when we're with people that I know I'm friends. Like,
they're her friends.
Yeah,
yes.
that I'm on my phone.
Can I just say this as an observer?
Yeah.
I've been around you and Rachel a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, George, and I all worked together at the old build, way back when. But I haven't been together with them as a couple when they were a couple. But I just have to say as an observation, Rachel doesn't like you very much.
Yeah, when you guys did like the pet name, she was like, which one? Which swear word?
The bad one or the good one, yeah.
Well, maybe we caught her when she was busy counting. You guys ever think about that?
That's fair. It is accounting season.
You know?
I mean, full disclosure behind the curtain,
yeah.
You called me about this bit a week and a half ago.
It was your bit.
This was your bit that we made come to life.
Yeah.
So I figured you'd make sure your partner was in on the bit.
She was in on the bit.
I mean, Kelly, now granted, they're married at 11 years. I get all that, but it still seems very loving.
Yeah.
Rachel is...
Didn't seem so loving today?
Nah, I'm just going to say.
Really? Didn't feel like she was loving today?
I mean, I felt bad for things that you've done, the way she was.
I mean, I'm a little under her skin today, I think. I think she's just pissed at me.
What did you do?
It's not really what I did. It's just circumstances,
What do you mean?
Well, forget about it. You don't want to know about this.
So wait a minute. So you got her going earlier today. She's mad about things. Now the truth comes out. Well, you could have just told us.
It's not my fault. I didn't do anything.
We could have waited till next Valentine's
Naturally,
Day.
I didn't do anything, just so you know. I'm completely innocent in everything.
You're just, like, ancillary in this scenario why she's
You're
upset.
a victim of circumstance.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's fair. By the way, did you want to know why I was trending on Twitter all of a sudden?
Yeah, what's the deal?
So apparently when I said earlier we were talking about AD to start the show.
Yeah.
And I said that, like people are giving AD too much grief.
Mm-hmm.
And because I think it seems like to me, he looks like he may still be hurt because, as you pointed out, Ramona came on the show, when he was hurt, and she said that his injury was similar to what Yao Ming had, which ended his career.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, you know what? AD's trying. It's not like he's not trying to play. You guys are too hard on him. And I said, I'm rooting for AD, and if you're not, go to hell.
Okay.
So apparently that got aggregated on Twitter, and it's a thing now. Right?
Really? So when it's trending,
yeah.
Like where would I find that?
Well, Lakers Daily tweeted it out, and I was wondering only because I started to get a lot of dozens of follows, like very quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's nothing we're doing here that is making that happen. So it had to have been something I said.
You mean the Un-Newlywed game is not enough to get us trending?
No, it was definitely before the Un-Newlywed game, and that's definitely not getting us trending. But so I looked, and then eventually someone responded, Sedano's a real one. And then I was like, what is that guy responding to? And then I saw the tweet.
Oh, my God. I'm just looking at all the responses right now. We're all rooting for him. You can't blame fans for being frustrated with the guy, though. We've seen him be dominant.
Go to hell.
And now look what he looks like.
Go to hell.
I mean, listen to you. We should be compassionate for him.
Beto thinks Rachel threw the segment.
She threw it.
Now, see, I thought earlier that could be a possibility just to kind of burn Cappy because she doesn't really like him, that she would throw it personally. Like Kelly was trying to win.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got like competitive, she was definitely like looking to win that.
I mean, come on, it's Valentine's Day and she says she doesn't want to mix up experiences. That's
what do you think she meant by that?
With other gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, what I thought she meant was we've done it in a lot of really weird places. She doesn't want to mix up the experiences.
No.
That's not how you heard it. Hell no.
I don't know, bro.
Hell no.
I don't know your relationship like that.
By the way, I got news for you. When you get into a relationship and you're my age and you've already been married and divorced, you just accept the fact.
You don't have to explain yourself.
You just accept the fact that we've had multiple experiences with multiple people. I mean, it's not that bad.
You don't have to explain.
Is it? What did it sound bad?
No.
Did it sound bad, Chris?
You don't have to explain yourself.
It didn't sound wholesome and loving.
You know what's wholesome and loving?
Tell me.
Radio Tinder. Always wholesome and loving. And, if you need, Tinder could also be an option down the road if necessary. So there's that.
You may need it, hopefully. The Valentine's Day extravaganza continues.
But first, let me tell you about my friend Jacob and Ronnie. You asked me who my first call would be if I was a billionaire and I won the lottery. It would be Key, because he's a rich guy. But my first call, if I was injured in an accident, would absolutely be Jacob and Ronnie. Because, look, if you're injured in an accident of any kind, you got to wonder to yourself, all right, what are some of the advantages of hiring my guy Jacob? Well, first of all, you're hiring someone who's been at this thing for 25 years. I mean, seriously, he's been at it for 25 years. That's experience, my man. Plus, get this, it may be the simplest answer. Jacob and his team will hold your hand throughout the entire process. And on Valentine's Day, isn't it nice to have someone that's willing to hold your hand? Jacob will handle everything from the phone calls, for the rental car, getting your car fixed, to finding you a doctor in your area. They'll deal with the insurance company on your behalf so you don't say the wrong thing to them. And Jacob can immediately get the medical attention for you that you deserve. And with 25 years of experience, they have the reputation and the clout to get you the compensation you deserve as well. So get this. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Well, you call Jacob, he'll win for you. Call him at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Call him at 844-24-JACOB or visit him online at calljacob.com.
Wake up with Key, J. Will, and Max.
Nobody does LA mornings like KJM.
With my brothers and sisters, we were called
Do you like water? Well, then you already like 70% of me.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to make fun of his ass tomorrow. I need to complain to Spotify for you being not named the hottest single. Holy, this guy. If you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime. No. Hey, that's respectable.
You know what's on the menu tonight? Me and you. That was so cringe.
Oh my God.
Kap on Valentine's Day. On this day, in 1987, the number one hit, Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Oh, you know it, man. I was a senior in high school, and this was the happening jam of the time.
I was 10.
I think you're living on a prayer these days with your relationship.
Well, I know you certainly think so. I'm getting a lot of heat.
Are you?
Because of your post-game analysis.
No, I'm not giving you heat.
Not you.
I'm actually trying to be compassionate to you here.
Like you're compassionate towards AD.
Yeah.
Right.
Go to hell if you're not rooting for Scott Kaplan.
By the way, the reluctant hero on Twitter.
Yeah, who's that?
He seems to be a Mason and Ireland fan, so he doesn't like our game. Shocking.
Okay.
But, bro, Sedano and his wife talked out all their answers. What's up with these rules, CMM Spectrum? That's my Twitter handle. Then this game is so thrown to Sedano. CMM Spectrum gave the answers for the first kiss. Then Sedano said, I'm just going to say my favorite band for the third one. I mean, far away the answers.
You did give away Bellagio. You did give that away.
Well, I didn't remember the name of the goddamn place with the fountains.
Right, but if you didn't remember the name of the place and then Chris didn't say it, then
she doesn't even know her pet name for you.
She clearly, and
Right,
plus,
that's true.
Kelly clearly knew the answer. We
Right.
were just asking him to be more specific,
Yeah.
for clarification.
Right, I wrote Vegas.
Yeah, she knew the answer.
By the way, Rachel said honey, and then she said it's probably babe. And I was like, yes, I had babe and love.
No, she said honey first.
Yeah,
Right, that
we
was-
thought it
that
said
was
baby
true.
love. I thought it said baby love.
I had a
No,
slash.
it said babe, but a slash.
I had a
It
slash.
had a slash.
Sometimes I say baby love, too.
Oh, really?
Okay,
There's that song. It's like, baby love. my
Exactly right.
baby love.
Round 5:30
And by
p.m.
the way, my wife was actually more specific on the song than I was. She actually sang Enjoy the Silence, which I didn't write.
Oh, that was adorable.
It was adorbs.
That was cute.
Hashtag adorbs.
So screw you, Mason and Ireland listener. Go to hell. Just like all the people that don't root for AD and Cappy.
Right, and be compassionate. Like
is such
George is
bleepery.
bringing compassion for AD.
No, you're probably, if you're listening to Mason and Ireland, you're probably on, probably
Wow.
near the end anyways.
Whoa!
Wow.
Well, that will be used in their
Wow.
open tomorrow. Little after 5:30 p.m. in
Definitely
Southland.
getting AARP at this stage.
You're really going to get Steve Mason's mom upset. Stop.
We like to do Radio Tinder at this time. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Instagram or Twitter. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Get a bottle for Valentine's Day tonight. Earlier, I called myself the Southlands Valentine. Well, she's the Southlands Valentine as well. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. By the way, Sedano did a hit on Cleveland radio earlier today, Cleveland Alert. And
I did.
the first
Wow.
thing he mentioned was Tequila Mandala
I
and
did.
gave them a whole lot of love.
On the great 850 WKNR?
No, it was actually another station. So.
Yeah, with Dustin Fox. His what was it? The
He
Outback
works at
Bowl.
ESPN, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Tequila Mandala.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. They're going global.
And shout out Cleveland Sports Radio.
That's right.
Take it away, producer Lindsay.
All right, guys. So a New York man who was looking for the vacation of a lifetime instead got a little less than he bargained for when he ended up in the wrong place. Kingsley Burnett thought that he was going to Sydney, Australia for a nice vacation, but he accidentally booked a flight to Sydney, Montana. Burnett apparently didn't realize the spellings of the cities were different. He said, quote, "It's a matter of acronyms, the SYD as opposed to SDY. Somebody has to fix that." American Airlines did help the man get home, and he was able to reschedule his trip to actual Sydney, Australia for June. Can you guys think of a time where you ever made or were part of like a major travel blunder?
Yes. So I'll swipe right on this, and it was work related, right? So I booked a flight to Denver, and with the time, I forgot. For whatever reason, I didn't factor in the time change for a game that I was doing, and I booked a flight that there's no chance in hell I would have made. So I had to go back and book it. But I'm generally pretty good because I do a lot of traveling for work. But that was one that I was like, holy crap! And I ended up having to pay more. I had to call Disney Travel and be like, sorry, I screwed this up.
Did the same thing recently when I called that Minnesota New York Giants game. I made a flight for 5:30 in the afternoon because I screwed up all the time zones.
Right.
And I got a call from the producer. He's like, "You just made a flight for 5:30. The game kicks off at 4:30. Are you an idiot?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry. I got the time zones all
Yeah,
screwed up."
I know.
But I will say this. The gentleman who went to Sydney, Montana rather than Sydney, Australia, bro, when you go to the airport and you're checking in and you look at the gate, they tell you what city you're going to, and then they say on the plane, "Hey, we're taking off for Sydney, Montana. If this isn't where you're supposed to be, let's know about it." I don't know, man. This whole story seems a little suspicious to me.
Well, he realized it after he boarded the plane. He was on the plane, and he said he realized how small the aircraft was. Like, there's no way that this thing is flying all the way to Australia because it's too small.
That was the first giveaway.
What are those propellers doing?
Yeah.
Listen. You know, like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone, he had his headphones on. He didn't hear the overhead announcements. I feel like I just tune those things out myself. So, you know, I feel like it's not out of the question. Poor guy made a mistake.
I will say those noise-canceling new AirPods, they really do. I mean, you can't hear anything with those things in your ears. You guys got those?
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
I got Chris a pair for Christmas.
She did. And a charcuterie board.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
No, that one was for her birthday, one was for Christmas.
You know, she gives good gifts. But sometimes they noise cancel too well. Like
They
if
do.
you're trying to do a walk, you realize like you can't hear the car.
Right, nothing.
Or if you're like chewing and you can hear yourself chewing. That ever
Well,
happen to you guys?
I can do that.
Or crying
Yeah.
after Rachel yells at you.
We need the whoosh there. All right, next one. So Blockbuster Video ran a new ad on Super Bowl Sunday that resulted in a massive spike in sales. Well, the GM of the last remaining Blockbuster store in Bend, Oregon, said that on Monday they saw twice the number of online merch orders than all of last week combined, which she directly credits to their Sunday night ad. I didn't realize that, like, I knew there was only one Blockbuster left, but I didn't realize that Blockbuster was, like, the sole heir of, like, selling Blockbuster merchandise.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a pretty cool thing. People must wear it, sweatshirts, stuff like that. Yeah, so they operate like a mom and pop shop, and the majority of their sales are driven from merch, stuff like trucker hats and sweatpants. So instead of having you guys swipe, can you remember your most rented video from Blockbuster?
Probably Eddie Murphy Raw, if I had to think of one. Yeah.
I was thinking Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
I used to rent a lot of the WWF videos.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Right.
one, too. WrestleMania, the old
Yeah.
WrestleManias.
That I had
Yeah.
missed because I wasn't a fan
The
yet.
Iron Sheik.
Yeah, heat on, number one,
Yeah.
Pui USA. God, it just used to irritate the hell out of me, though, if I didn't rewind the VHS tape and
And
you
they
took
charge
it in,
you.
they charge you for rewinding. Really? You're going to charge me for rewinding?
That's how they. By the way, Lindsay, you of all people, you've seen the Netflix documentary, right?
Which the
On the-
one on Blockbuster?
The last Blockbuster.
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
It's pretty cool.
I remember being little, and my dad had this setup in the basement where we had like 2 VCRs, and he would like copy some of them over for us, and that's, you know, like, that's illegal. You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Sorry, Dad. You know, this was back in like the early 90s. And I remember one time there was like a cop that drove by, and I happened to see it, and I knew that my dad was copying a tape downstairs, and I was so nervous. I was like, Dad, you're going to get arrested for copying that videotape over. I was so like,
Yeah, because they had the
scared.
FBI warning.
Yeah.
And sometimes they
Exactly.
put a code on it. Like
Yep.
they somehow coded the film.
Oh, really?
Or the tape where if you tried to copy it, it would be all fuzzy.
Yeah, but Lindsay's dad, as I understand, an old school radio engineer.
Yes.
I mean, that's no match for a guy like him.
Yeah, he had the technology ahead of the technology
Yeah.
at that
I mean,
time.
he knew
I'm
how to
sure.
hook up a VCR to a TV to another VCR and steal the VCR tape from one tape to a blank tape.
It
I
was-
respect that.
Yeah, it was like what was that old MP3 thing? It was like that Napster,
Oh, yeah.
you know, for videotapes way
Dude,
back in the
Napster.
day.
Your dad was Napster before Napster?
Yep, but for videotapes.
That's funny.
All right, so this last one here is about your BFF, Cappy, Tom Brady.
Okay.
He's reflecting on the meaning of love, I think, in his first Valentine's Day since his divorce from Giselle. The newly retired NFL star reshared a quote from spiritual guru, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Sadhguru? Is that how you say his name?
I don't know.
On Instagram, on his Instagram story this morning. It says, quote, "Love is not a transaction. It is a certain exuberance and sweetness of your emotion." The quote was posted on a pink background with all kinds of hearts, and Brady tagged Sadhguru, who he and Bunchin both follow on Instagram, at the bottom. Very sad, like sappy, lonely love stuff from Tom Brady. So what is your guys' favorite love quote?
Oh.
You have to come up with better ones than like Mason and Ireland earlier trying to define love.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have one off the top of my head. I got to be honest with you. So, sorry.
I should have given you guys a heads up on that because I feel like as men you probably wouldn't have one.
Right. That's
So-
probably true.
So you want a favorite love quote?
All right, let me just Google real quick. Best love quote.
Trying to decide if I want to quote Andrew Dice Clay when he said
Yeah,
so
probably
famously in 1988, "Lose the bra, honey." Is that a
Oh, come on.
is
Ken.
that a love quote? Is that a love quote?
Really? That's what
You
we
know?
just did?
I mean, that's Dice.
I figured
you know?
you'd have like a song lyric or something, you know.
Dice.
So
How-
here's some of the ones that come up immediately on Google. You want to hear them?
Let me hear.
Let's hear.
All right. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. You call it madness, but I call it love. We can only learn to love by loving. A life lived in love will never be dull. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. All you need is love. Obviously, that's
like an easy
famous
Cappy one, you know?
And then true love stories never have endings.
I want to follow whoever Tom Brady and Giselle are following, whoever this guru guy is.
Sad Guru.
How do you spell Sod?
S-A-A-D, probably.
You could also use "How can we be lovers if we can't be friends?" If the great Michael.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's SADHGURU. I thought you'd say like you give love a bad name. What's your favorite love song?
Ooh. I would say Can't Help Falling in Love.
Which version?
The Elvis
UB40?
version.
Okay.
Yeah, the Elvis version is nice.
For me, I'm going to say Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby.
That's a good one, too.
Barry White.
Oh, let's play that coming up next.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like the Smash Mouth version. What is that? Like
Smash Mouth.
No, that's Can't Get Enough of You, Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like love song.
By the way, somebody just, Beto and Whittier just tweeted in the Sedano and Kap Circle of Trust the FBI warning, a gif of it.
Oh, really?
Yes. Kind of funny.
But I didn't know until recently, the song Love Song, that it was by...
The Cure one?
The Cure, yeah. I thought it was a 311
Not
song.
Sarah Bareilles?
Wait, are you serious?
I did. I never heard the Cure version of it.
I didn't even know 311 had a version of that song.
Who's 311?
Don't start.
They're
I
like
mean,
a ska,
come on.
They're like a ska band.
Who are?
Ska.
311.
God, I haven't heard
They're
that
like
word
a
in a
ska,
while.
alternative, whatever, like light wannabe punk band from like the 90s. They're
They're
cool.
like a Bergman band.
I had a ska phase.
I liked 311.
Everybody had a ska
I was like a
phase.
skater boy for like
Oh, me
6
too.
months.
Really?
Did
Yeah.
you like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
I did.
Yeah, they were
And I had
great.
an Alien Workshop wallet and skater and
Oh, yeah.
trucks and whammies and boards
And
cost
like the
my
little
parents a
chain
fortune.
wallet?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Dude.
What year is this?
1997
Yeah,
to
that
like,
sounds right.
the beginning of high school.
Oh, really?
And then like No Doubt came out after that, right?
From
Like,
Orange County, from Anaheim, California.
right.
That's
And
right.
they were big ska people. Yeah.
Made it cool for girls to be like,
Right, in the ska
skaters.
phase.
I'm
Yeah.
walking in your spider webs, Cappy. Remember that song, Spiderwebs?
Not from that version of it, but
Leave a message and I'll call you back. It's all your fault.
oh yeah. Hey, ho, ho, ho. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know that song.
It's a good jam. Gwen Stefani's great.
We're
I
singing
saw,
a lot today.
I saw Gwen quite a few months ago. She was
She's
great.
beautiful.
She
She's
is.
so pretty.
Yeah.
She
All right.
doesn't age.
We're done, right? We don't have any more time?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. All right, that is Radio Tinder, 5:30 adjacent each and every day. Brought to you by our friends at Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala, award-winning small batch premium sippy tequila made from the finest mature agaves. Available everywhere fine tequilas are sold. Visit their website, tequilamandala.com. Cappy, coming up next, to quote a baseball insider today and source within the league, this spring is going to be a bleep show. We'll tell you why next.
Do you like water? Well, then you already like 70% of me.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to make fun of his ass tomorrow. I need to complain to Spotify for you being not named the hottest single. Holy, this guy. If you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime. Yeah, no. Hey, that's respect though.
You know what's on the menu tonight? Me and you. That was so cringe.
Oh my god.
That's it, right here.
Sedano and Kap live in between Tuesday, Valentine's Day, and the maestro, the one and only Barry White.
We should have played the Sports Center theme.
You know, it's funny. You guys said that earlier that Kelly Sedano seemed very competitive in the Un-Newlywed game. Like she really wanted to win the game.
She didn't.
You know?
She just acted like she loved her husband.
No, she's very competitive.
Yeah.
She just acted like she loved her husband.
Rachel and I were been texting here in the break, and she said, "Hey, news flash for everybody. We, Rachel and I, 4 years together, do not live together. Okay.
I thought you did great.
She says we spend about 2 days a week, which is a grand total in the time of our relationship of about 416 days. Here's our accountant, right? Sedano and Kelly have been together for presumably 20 years. Okay, married 11. How many years together?
Like 12, 13. Yeah.
She estimates that's 7,300 days that you guys have spent together.
Right.
So 7,300 days together versus 416 days together.
Wait, did she really give you those figures?
That's right. She broke them down statistically because she's an
God,
accountant.
that's a long text.
Well, if she's listening, let me say something. Hey, Rach, this was Kaplan's idea. We just did the bit. This wasn't us, trying to bamboozle Cappy or trying to prove that maybe you guys aren't that close. This was your idea, Cappy.
But what are you saying?
So now because you guys lost and it seemed that there was no connection, now
that's
it's
not
our
true.
fault.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing a master class of a rant here.
Oh, you are?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right,
so now this is somehow our fault?
Nobody's
that
fault.
Sedano and Kelly spend time together?
Yeah, how dare they?
I didn't know that was the parameter.
Yes, you can't win a game of that magnitude.
So then why,
with
Cappy,
416 days?
Did you pitch us on doing the game?
Well, I didn't care if I won or I lost. It was a good bit.
Well, apparently Rachel.
Somebody does, yeah.
That's right. She's a competitive person.
I thought you guys did great, though.
Cappy, I got your back. I think
Thanks.
y'all did really good.
You
Good job
did.
being married.
Well,
you know what?
No hard feelings.
Stop, all of you.
Look what you're
you
doing.
guys
Look
ripped
what you're
Cappy
doing.
more than anybody. And
I
now
was
you're
cheering.
oh, Cappy, it's okay.
But
okay.
in real time, was I not cheering you on? Like,
You're very compassionate
so was
today.
I.
The way you're compassionate towards Anthony Davis,
Lindsay
very
Lohan said
compassionate.
allowed me to be compassionate
They
towards you.
tear
Very
you apart
compassionate.
every day,
First
and now
of
they're
all-
going to have your back.
That's right, because
Wait.
you're making it in such a way
Because you're
coming off like a hater.
I'm not coming
and
off as
I'm
hater.
a lover on
I was the
Valentine's
host.
Day.
I was the
I'm
host.
a lover.
I'm simply I went completely equal. I didn't favor anybody.
Yeah, you did.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I
I
was.
love
How
it.
did I favor anybody?
Well, you gave away Bellagio.
You did.
They already had the answer.
Nah, they didn't have the answer.
I love how Laura, of all people,
Yes,
is
come
switching
on, Laura.
sides.
Yeah,
now.
Laura.
Who tears
Be with me.
apart Cappy
Be
all
with me,
day.
Laura.
Basically calls you dumb on the air.
Well,
No, I
here's
don't.
But here's the thing. I wrote Vegas. Had she said Bellagio, that still would have been in Vegas
That's
and been
true.
right.
Right.
She doesn't
my
call
So
me
then
dumb.
what are you guys complaining
She
about?
doesn't
I'm
call
not
me dumb. She
complaining. I'm
says
just
my
saying I'm on
ideas
his
are dumb.
side.
She doesn't call me dumb. She says my ideas are dumb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
And
call
my takes
people
are dumb.
And the
Don't be
one guy
mean.
that has your back most times, Cappy.
Who's that, Sedano?
No.
Oh.
And you're gonna present this about a game that you're framing this game as though people on Twitter think it was my game. Now I usually am the guy behind the bits.
Yeah.
You are the game.
But this was
fun and
your
games
game.
department.
I like the game.
It was your game.
You know
like
what,
the-
Cappy?
yeah.
You and Rachel,
Yeah.
you're both gutless.
Oh, I was going to tell you you're gutless.
gutless.
How can I be? I wanted to say you're gutless before you say I'm gutless.
And if I didn't have to go home with you tonight,
yeah.
Well, take me back to the train station.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
technically
we're not
home,
going home
you know.
together tonight for
yeah, don't go
Valentine's
home.
Day. Hell.
Well, maybe that would help things. You know.
Well, then we can
party going on.
FaceTime Mace.
We should FaceTime him in the car. We should both FaceTime, like at the same time, from different phones.
Let's see the trapeze act that's going on.
I don't know what just happened.
I don't either. I have no idea.
Well, I understand now how you feel, Sedano. It builds up. You know what I mean? When you just got to unleash on Cappy, because it builds up inside of you. Sometimes the
I'm
nonsense.
very compassionate today.
Very compassionate.
And it built up.
It started with AD. It started with compassion towards AD.
And then I said, if you don't agree with Cappy, then go to hell too.
Right.
Yeah.
Is anybody aggregating him on that? Is anybody
No.
trending on that?
No.
Is Lakers, what's the name of that?
Lakers Daily.
Is Lakers Daily going to tweet
By the
that?
way, should Sliwa sue them? Or should they sue Sliwa?
Or should they partner?
Perhaps.
Let's not talk about suing, because they might have been first.
Yeah. Although his is Lakers Talk Daily.
Yeah, that's how the LTD.
Yeah.
Not to be
The
confused.
LTD.
Not to be confused with the group LTD. But,
Or the LBC.
Or the STD.
Wow.
well, I mean, let's hope you don't. Be safe tonight on Valentine's Day.
I mean, it is Valentine's Day.
Right.
Wear
You know?
protection, people.
Yeah.
Exactly. See?
Or just know who you're with.
Yeah.
That too.
I did see today on the freeway.
Oh, Big E has a good question for you.
What is the question?
It's for Rachel.
Okay, what is it?
Can Rachel add up how many total days Cap has spent in the bathroom?
What does he mean? Be more specific, Biggie. Do you mean the number of times that I have to stop at the bathroom?
Yeah, that you gotta go number 2.
I stopped at the bathroom today on the way up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you stop at that Mediterranean?
Do you
place?
I did.
You don't think going to public restrooms? That's not gross to you?
But that's what some people have to do.
Why do you think they have them?
When you're commuting, listen. Back when I commuted a lot on the roads, I
You
had
can't
my
hold
stops.
it till you get here. I mean, this is a public too, but it's at least a small office.
Yeah, but no, this was. I had 38 miles to go.
Find yourself a good Chevron. Chevron's got the bathroom inside. You get in there.
Where did you stop?
Yeah.
I stopped at this little Mediterranean restaurant.
The Pita Grill, right?
Oh,
it's
the one
called,
that you've been stopping
Yeah,
at.
California Pita something.
I think it's
or
called
other.
Pita Grill or something.
Something like that.
Did you buy something again?
I did. I stopped on Chapman.
Right.
On Chapman off the 5. There.
Right, and there's that
In
little
Orange.
strip mall of restaurants right there. I stopped right there. I stopped in. There's a sandwich joint. There's a taco place. And there's I only go into the Mediterranean place. They got a nice bathroom. I order something. I walk in. I use the bathroom. I walk out. My order's ready. Boom. I'm out.
Bam.
Yeah.
What did you get? What was the order? A little baba ganoush? What did
No,
you
I
get?
got a little just a little chicken shawarma, just by itself. You know,
Shawarma's so good.
Yeah.
Shawarma.
I'm trying to actually start.
But you
to
didn't
clean
know
it
what
up.
shawarma was not that long ago.
No, I knew what shawarma was.
I thought you said you didn't.
I knew. Somebody else did.
Was it someone else?
Someone else
Who
was like, "What's
Who
shawarma?"
else was in
that
here?
you? You didn't know what shawarma was?
No, maybe it
'cause-
was Mason.
Probably.
You think so?
No,
was
because I
probably
did a bit
Mason.
years ago when Sliwa first started at night with Travis, where he was talking about how his mom used to pack him shawarma, and I started calling him the Shawarma King, and he didn't like that. No, it's not my fault. He said it on the air. He's like, and that's at our lunch.
I'm not laughing at that, Slee. So when you want to come and take people out, it's not me.
When we had our lunch a few summers ago, a beautiful Mediterranean restaurant in Glendale. He was like, Chris, the one thing is, can we please stop playing the shawarma rejoin? I was like, all right. I gave him that. We only play it like once a year now.
By the way, so can we do this baseball story real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So I was reading Jason Stark today in The Athletic. Jason Stark, as you know, longtime baseball insider.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredible. And he told a story today that he's talked to a bunch of executives who were legitimately saying this, that it's going to be a complete bleep show during spring training because of all the rules changes.
Right.
No shift, pitch clocks, the pickoff limits, the guy starting is official back to starting at second base.
How about the size of the bases?
Right, the size of the bases, which makes it a closer run
Yeah.
from first to second or
Right.
whatever. There's so many rule changes that he said basically everyone's going to complain. The managers are going to complain. The players are going to complain. The front office people are going to complain. The fans are going to complain. The media is going to complain. That everybody is going to be miserable. So basically, if all you're going to complain to, all of you go to hell too.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. No complaints from me. I'll tell you that right now. No complaints from me. I hate the shift. I'm glad they got rid of the shift. I like the fact that they got
I'm with you
bigger
on that, too.
bases.
Yeah.
Bigger bases means that there's going to be more steals.
Yeah.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
What are some of these? Oh, the pitch clock? Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on. I can't take a 4-hour baseball game.
Right.
Let's move this thing along while we're freaking young over here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No complaints from me, baseball purists. I'm all for chaos and change.
But baseball is not it's not an adaptable group.
No.
It's very similar to it's very similar, not an adaptable group. Very similar to the Mason and Ireland audience, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
So,
wow. Wow. Comes right back.
Yeah.
Did you just call Mason Ireland old again?
No, I said their audience is not adaptable, similar to baseball fans and the baseball audience.
What do you think about that? Is that fair analysis?
Listen, their audience is a little bit more sturdy in their beliefs. They're not as open to having as much fun on the radio as we like to.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we want more Dodgers hot stove.
What was today? What was Mace talking
We like
about today?
Roger Lodge. We like Fred.
What was
Well,
Mace?
they can't like Fred. That would be.
Well, they do. I think we share audience, plenty of audience.
Yeah, you think?
Well, you know.
By the way, Fred's retiring. Did I see that?
No,
from
not
TV?
from
not
TV.
from radio.
No, from
though.
TV.
Just-
Yeah, and by the way,
congratulations.
No,
But he's
nah.
keeping the Sunday night. He's
Yeah.
No,
So he's not
thing,
retiring.
the thing after Sunday Night Football,
Yeah,
right?
They're
no,
retiring
he's keeping
him.
that.
Yeah,
because he owns that
Right.
block of programming.
He just said they're retiring him.
They're retiring him. They're putting him out to pasture. Like
Well, he's
seriously,
had a 40-year run.
Yeah, no, but make no mistake, because he
Dude, that's an incredible run.
I'm not saying
40
it's not.
years.
What I'm saying to
I don't
you
even
is,
know the guy. I've never even met him.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
What I'm
Fred's
saying,
great guy.
the dean. What I'm saying to you is that he didn't come on and go, "Hey guys, I'm retiring." He actually came on and said, "To be clear, I'm not retiring. I'm just no longer going to be doing sports on the news anymore." So that tells you what you need to know.
Okay.
They're like, "Hey, you're old and you make a lot of money. We can find somebody young and cheap. Get out." That's
Yeah.
TV.
Well, then that sucks.
That's TV.
These conversations happen, Cappy. You know, sometimes we have to sit people down and say,
know.
listen, it's been a heck of a run.
Right.
But maybe we need a fresher midday show.
It's time.
Wait, whoa!
No, not,
No,
wait,
I'm just saying, I'm just saying.
not here at this station.
No, not here.
I would never stand
Maybe at
for
that station.
I am their biggest
What do you mean you
P1.
wouldn't stand for that? You're pitching new lineups on the air.
No,
People
but their lineup is them still.
No, of
I want
course.
them to go back to their old 12 o'clock start.
they're an institution.
We just want to be on from 3 to 6, not 4 to 7.
No, but
that's all.
them too. It just makes more sense.
How much
you know?
would it cost for you to do 3 to 7?
25% more.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's fuzzy math. We'll give you 10%. And
I'll have Rachel handle it.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No nonsense, pal.
She is no
Some
nonsense.
extra Yamava rooms.
Yeah.
Another steak dinner. Put it on the tab, guys.
How many steak dinners at Yamava has Cappy had?
I've only had one so far, but I will say this.
David Kent, who's the salesperson on that, is probably looking at this bill every month going, what the hell is all this crap?
There was this one night they told me, like, you got to try the best steak we got. I was like, what is it? They're like,
Well,
some
tell
kind
us that. Tell us next.
On the other side. Do that on the other side. Plus, I want to get back to telling people to go to hell if they're not rooting for AD. That's next.
So what's a
Live Imaging Tuesday, Valentine's Day on Sedano and Kap. Rob Thomas there singing Come On Over. Some people will be doing that later tonight to close out their Valentine's Day. Happy birthday, Rob Thomas, of course, of Matchbox 20 fame and solo fame, like his album with Santana, Supernatural. He turns 51 today. That makes me feel old, Cappy.
Does it qualify as a solo album if he's working in a collaboration?
Well, he
with
was a
Santana?
solo artist is what I meant.
Okay, gotcha.
He wasn't Matchbox 20 and Santana. He was Rob Thomas.
I like the way you're saying Santana.
There is, I don't, in my opinion, no better guitar player ever, consistently, album to album, than Carlos Santana.
Are you going to go to see him Friday night at Yamava?
I'm going to try.
You should.
I got Riv. I got the Genesis Invitational in town.
Okay.
With Tiger playing, but I'm going to try.
You want me to get you some ticks?
I got ticks.
Oh, he doesn't need you.
You're all set up.
I'm good.
You're all good.
He doesn't need you for that.
Thanks,
I got these guys at Yamava.
As someone once said, your arms don't reach that high, my man.
No, they don't?
No, I got it taken care of.
I mean, I put you backstage.
With you?
Me, you, Santana.
Carlos.
We'll talk about it.
All right, well.
We'll talk about it on the ride home when we're FaceTiming Mace.
Are you really going to FaceTime
Yes,
Mace?
we are.
6:03 of the Southland.
It would be hilarious. You know what he's going to do when you sees the FaceTime from you guys, right? He's literally going to be like, oh my God, I think they're actually FaceTiming. And he's going to probably be on edibles, and he's just going to be like in his own head at that point.
I just hope he's on the trapeze.
He's gonna literally, you're going to bug him out.
Can you imagine?
Like, he's going to totally
Are you
bug
saying
out.
we can ruin Valentine's Day for Mace?
Don't do that.
And Juan?
No, don't do that.
Why do you take so much
Compassionate
pleasure in
Sedano
that?
today on Valentine's
I
Day.
take so
in
much
that
pleasure
notion
in
of
torture.
ruining his Valentine's Day.
I just want to torture him.
Why?
I don't know. Well, I consider it, though. Time for what you need to know.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
The Southland's Valentine. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. Well, you're just talking about people who are going to come on over for Valentine's Day. Well, if you don't have plans for Valentine's Day, well, you can spend the night tonight visiting a pop-up called the Breakup Bar on
Whoa.
Melrose. The bar offers themed desserts and cocktails with humorous names like I Dealt With Your Parents for Years and Tears of My Ex. Visitors can also write an anonymous note to their ex to share on the bar's wall of broken relationships. Tomorrow is the last day that the pop-up bar is open. So if you want to check it out, you got to do it tonight or tomorrow. And you can find more info about it on exploretalk.com.
Melrose and what? Do you know?
I don't know, but I can look that up.
Over, is it the part of Melrose next to, like, Pink's? Melrose and Highland? Or is it further west? Like,
It just says Melrose in Los Angeles.
Okay.
That's all it says. But I'll
Ask
find it.
Waze how to get there. Fast.
I wonder if Waze and those things would update that quickly for a pop-up, though.
Probably. There's
A
probably
Waze
some
might, because Waze is user-based, right?
Mhm.
So they would actually be the way to do it.
It's an organic, living, breathing product.
It is. I don't love Waze, though.
Oh, see, you're one of those guys. You're a Google Maps guy, right?
I am.
Yeah, you know why?
Ah.
Waze.
I'm a Google Maps
You know
guy.
what Waze does? It takes you off the road way too many
But you can
places.
set it to not do that. I set it to not do that.
It's just annoying. though.
Really?
Yeah.
It's annoying to me.
Well, then at what point? What's the difference between Google Maps and Waze at that point?
Well, I don't. I prefer Waze's time calculation. I think it's more accurate than Google Maps.
It is, and it's more up to date, like with roads closed and stuff.
I'm fine with Google Maps.
I ride with you. You don't Google Maps. You Waze.
I do not Waze.
I think you Waze.
Don't Waze.
I think you Waze.
Don't need directions.
Well, not anymore. But when we were first doing this,
Like,
and you're
where am
like
I
holding
going?
the phone,
What the
driving.
hell is this?
Your
Were you
eyes are
doing that?
bright
Where are we
red.
playing?
Why were you holding the phone? You don't have like a place you can just put the phone?
No, like like how Uber drivers have like a thing where
Yeah,
they
do you have that?
I don't have
He
that.
doesn't
No,
have that.
but you could just put it like you don't have like a cup holder. you
Nah,
could put it
he
in?
can't see it, so he's holding it and like driving.
You
and
can't see it
Then
from the cup
Rachel,
holder?
then Rachel texts, and then he's texting, and I'm like, yeah, well,
You're texting while driving?
following directions, talking to Chris,
The hell?
changing the radio station.
Then she calls, and you see it flash up on the screen.
Now is Cappy a talker with you when he's in the car?
Oh, we talk about a lot of stuff.
I was just gonna say because when we went to the airport, we talked the whole time.
I'm going to say I'm more of a listener.
No, you were talking with me on the
No,
airport.
I'm going
though.
to say though when me
With
and
him,
Morales
it's
are
like
driving, I'm more of a listener.
Okay, because you're trying to focus on texting Rachel and
following the
directions.
map and the whole thing.
No,
yeah.
Then he'll pick up the phone when she calls. Hey, Rach, Chris is in the car. And then
No,
she'll
but
be
I
like,
don't have a problem with that.
And then she'll be like, okay, well, let me know when you're on your way. Hey, Chris, bye. And I'll be like, all right. I just think Rachel doesn't like me, and I've always gotten that impression.
See, maybe the whole thing today, where you think she doesn't like me,
It's that
maybe
she doesn't like you?
Maybe it's that she doesn't like you.
She
Chris.
doesn't like.
Maybe next year we have Lindsay host the show.
I think she doesn't like me because I called sexy, classy, not girlfriend Lisa. I think she was offended that I didn't want to be the boo.
It's possible.
So she believes in love, and I don't. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh my god.
This show's been completely off the rails today.
We had that first hour where we were talking a lot of sports.
Yeah, there was like basketball talk and football
And we did
talk.
good.
Yeah. And then the Un-Newlywed game happened.
Right.
And everything just became unraveled.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people want when they're sitting in traffic trying to make their Valentine's Day dinner reservation.
By the way, I got a thing on that. Just book it another day. Why do you want the prefix menu? Why do you want the bad service at most places and not the best food that they can provide you on a given day? You can go to the same restaurant 2 days later or 2 days earlier and get incredible food.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing it tomorrow night, and I feel like it's the smarter move.
I've been doing it for years like that.
Yeah. Tonight, they're going to get you. Tonight is like New Year's Eve.
Right, little amateur night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go tomorrow night.
Yeah. But now people have become hip to that. They do the day earlier, the day before. You can even spread out 2 days now.
Well, real quick, producer Laura wants to give a shout out because many couples out there will go to a restaurant.
Laura's going where tonight?
I'm actually going to a sushi spot.
Okay.
It's called Combo Sushi in the Arts District.
Yeah.
They do have a preset menu. I already checked it out.
Don't love that. I'm out already.
You know what?
Yeah.
But
it's like Southwest Airlines. You don't let me pick my seat.
Yeah, but
I'm
we
out.
all go to Sugarfish, and that's preset every night.
So my thing
I don't go
is,
to Sugarfish.
I don't even know what Sugarfish is.
It's a fancy sushi.
It's a fancy sushi
Some of the best
spot.
sushi you'll ever eat.
I actually don't like that place, but that's a whole other thing. But their preset is from their own, like it's stuff that you would pick anyways.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the options are very put together. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I'll be by myself.
I'm going to be where I'm at.
Yeah, where's your boo? Where's your Valentine?
No, and the boo, she said.
No. The
No
boo's
boo?
not going to be there.
Oh, no boo?
No,
What's going on? We got trouble in paradise?
No, we don't.
Why
no.
are you by yourself?
Because we celebrated Saturday. He's working. And I get off like at 8:30. So I'm just going to go over there. I mean, they're friends. So I'm going to be at Combo in the Arts
Like
District.
friends or like...
No.
Valentine's Day friends.
It's friends. He's one of the owners.
Oh,
So.
nice. Lindsay, what are you and Chewy doing tonight for Valentine's Day?
Well, I haven't really decided yet. You know, I still got a lot of balls up in the air trying to figure that out.
Whoa, hey now.
Really?
Uber Eats?
Yeah.
Really? What are you thinking about?
No, I'm just saying, like, there's I have a lot of options to choose from, you know?
There you go.
Trying to figure out what I'm going to do.
You don't know. She don't need to be telling you her business.
Just saying, I haven't decided yet.
I like that.
You'll be the first person I
you're
tell
flexible. I like
when I
that.
decide what I'm going to do.
Do you want us to
Kathy.
FaceTime you after we FaceTime Mace?
Sure. My time is in high demand, so I'm saying, Kathy.
Lindsay, you can come with me. They're doggy friendly. So if you want to bring Chewy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can go eat sushi together.
There you go.
Lock it out, Sedano. We're still in what you
That
need.
is what you need to know. Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever. Yeah.
It's National Clean Out Your Computer Day. Be sure to do that before your Valentine goes through it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Oh, man. You ever do that? Anybody here ever look through their Valentine's email box
bro.
looking for stuff? Look through their text messages?
What?
What?
Really?
What?
This goes back to the tracking thing. Why? Why? If you trust, you trust. If you don't trust, then just have fun.
I'm just saying in previous relationships that I may have been in, there may not have been any trust.
In my...
Well, hence why you're not in the relationship anymore.
Correct.
In my life, in my situations I have, I like when another guy's texting him. That means they're going to bother me less.
What a romantic on Valentine's Day.
When I'm golfing, you call him, and when I'm ready, I'll let you know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, what a lover. What a lover of love.
Cappy.
Yeah.
So, are you more compassionate now for AD on Valentine's Day?
Not really.
Why not?
Because...
This guy's playing through pain, man.
But listen, if you're putting on a uniform...
Don't be that guy.
Don't be what guy?
Don't be if you're putting on the uniform. You might as well, you got to give it whatever you got. Or
Well, that's what he's doing.
I know, but don't like I mean, Patrick Mahomes was on one leg.
Right, and I have a ton of respect for him.
Right. This guy's probably playing in a lot of pain, too, is my
And I
guess.
got a lot of respect for him, too.
Okay.
But what I'm saying to you is this, that with LeBron being out, the Lakers need Anthony Davis to be their leader. And while
But not everybody's built to do that.
I'm not suggesting to you that his personality is built to rah-rah everybody.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he needs to be the leader by going out there and playing his best ball.
Right.
Now, he may not be able to do that because of what you're saying, which is the guess that he's still injured in some way. But I feel for the guy in this way. If you're choosing to play and you're putting yourself in greater danger to get hurt worse, to be out even longer, simply because you hear the detractors out there calling you street clothes, saying you're not dependable.
But that doesn't have to be the overwhelming reason why he's doing it. He's probably doing it because he wants to help the team.
Of course he wants to help the team. But then you go and you shut down your Instagram account because you don't want to hear from all these angry fans. You are a public person. You're a very famous person. You know where I'm going to go from there. You make a you-know-what amount of money. So who cares what all these people say? I get stuff all day long. I realize it's a small percentage of what he gets.
I was just going to say.
I mean, but I'll tell you this, George. If Anthony Davis has 1 million Twitter followers and I have 20,000 Twitter followers, by percentage, I get way more hate from my 20,000 than he gets from his million.
No way.
Way more.
No way.
Way more hate.
No, you're so crazy.
It's true.
No way. No chance.
He gets showered with love.
He has 2.2 million followers.
Right. So I've got 1% of Anthony Davis's followers, and yet 98% of my followers come at me, and 98% of his followers love him, and he had to delete his account.
I disagree. That 98%. I'm telling you, man. Like these guys get all. People on Twitter are ridiculous.
You think?
Yes. So, even if he only got 2%, that's still a lot more than you got.
Right, but I'm saying by percentage, I win.
What's wrong with you?
Oy vey.
It's just a tough
Just one of those days.
I hope they don't run out of time. It's not. I don't know, man.
This is the first time I can remember in a really, really long time where Laker fans aren't pulling one of these moves like, so what? So what? We're in 13th place. We're still going to win the championship. No, bro, you're in 13th place. You may not make it into the play-in, let alone the playoffs. Pfft,
They're
who
2.5 games back.
We're still going to win. Still going to win the whole thing. Still going to win the championship.
They got to play. They got to play better ball, man. They got to. So 2.5 games.
Yeah.
Let's just say. All right.
What are you about to do some math
I'm
here
going
on
to
a
do some
calculator?
math here. I'm going to do math with a calculator.
Really?
I want to do this right.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Utah Jazz are the 10 seed right now.
All right.
Okay, they have 29 wins. Okay, they are playing at a 49 win percentage. Okay, so that means they have 59. Right, 59 minus 82 is they have 23 games left. Okay, so 23 times 0.49 is 11 more wins, which means that will put them at 40. So for the Lakers to get to 40, they'd have to win 15 games.
They can do it. They can do it.
It's tough, though.
They can. But here's the thing.
Yep.
For all the talk thus far this season about the Lakers needing Anthony Davis to be healthy, you know what the new conversation is?
Yeah.
They need LeBron to be healthy.
That too.
And if LeBron is not going to be healthy to finish out this season, then all of the discussions we were having before the trade deadline all kind of go out the window because he's not healthy enough to play and contribute.
Yeah. So the Lakers have 24 games left. They have to go 15-9.
They can do that. They can do that.
I mean, it's not right, but what I'm saying is the margin is very slim at the moment.
I mean, I'm just taking a look at this schedule. They got to win tomorrow against New Orleans.
All right, let's do this on the other side.
All right.
Let's do this on the other side because I also want to get into your point, New Orleans, who's also dealing with some stuff. And I don't think the Kyrie thing is done. Let's just say that. All right? We'll get to that coming up.
Yes, indeed. Freddie Jackson. You could drive home or you drive to your dinner or whatever on this Valentine's Day night.
Traffic is crazy. Be careful out there. Seriously.
Right. You got to feel this, Cappy, right?
Let me see. Oh, go on, bro.
Live Imaging Tuesday on Sedano and Kap.
I like that coat you're wearing.
Thank you. It's my Valentine's Day coat.
Very cranberry.
It's a burgundy.
Yeah, burgundy.
Right now, if you missed any of the Un-Newlywed game where Sedano and Kap brought on their significant others, Kelly and Rachel, catch it now. The tweet is up at ESPN Los Angeles, and we'll all retweet it as well. It was fun. Thanks again to the beautiful ladies in our gentlemen's lives. Meanwhile, I don't have a meanwhile.
Oh, I was wondering.
Oh, Cappy, you were saying something. Go ahead.
What was I saying?
It is National Tortellini Day.
Hey, happy National Tortellini Day.
And you know what? If you don't want to get a red sauce, a little marinara, like the T-shirt over there.
Legalized marinara.
Exactly.
A little marina.
You get a little olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
You put you ground up a nice black pepper, a little kosher salt on top, freshly grated pecorino romano. Bam! You got a nice tortellini treat.
By the way, so Mason was asking you who won the game. First of all, Cappy got it wrong because he said 4-3, but controversy. It was actually 5-3, I believe.
I don't believe that.
But controversy.
No,
Mason,
you're right.
Yeah.
Because we had 6 questions.
Yeah, and I think that the first one didn't count, and then the last one he didn't get. So it was 4-3 in favor of the Sedanos.
Well, no, we threw out. Oh, so yeah, you know what? Maybe you are right.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know, and then I said that there was controversy The whole Bellagio thing is a controversy.
It's not a controversy.
It is a controversy. And then. Do
you want the win?
No. I want the cover. No, I want the cover.
That's
no,
it. I was being compassionate towards you. Now screw you.
No.
You know what? You go to hell too.
Don't
Just
want
like
the
all
win.
those people that don't like Anthony Davis anymore. Screw them. Screw you. All you go to hell.
Nope. Don't want the win.
Yeah.
I covered.
Yeah.
I covered. I did not win.
Yeah.
I covered, and it's my own fault because the honey babe love answer was all screwed up. I should have just gone with honey.
It's your damn game.
It's your game.
Yeah, but I didn't write the questions.
I asked you,
Yeah.
what should we do about the questions?
Yeah.
You said you host and be the wacky host because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Have Lindsay, have the girls, as you put it, write the questions.
Right.
I said, okay, that sounds good because I'm not going to write the questions. Okay. So they wrote the questions.
They
so
were great questions.
Well, okay.
The Sedanos are married 11 years. We're together 4 years.
don't
we
care.
lost.
I'm tired of your excuses, Cappy.
I'm done. With
We
the
lost.
Game, bro.
We lost the
No,
game.
we're doing it again
you
at
can
Man.
you can have the win.
I don't want the win.
No.
I don't want the win.
We're doing it at Mandy's too.
We are?
I don't care.
We'll bring him up. We're going to do it
don't
again. We need material. I think.
Better study, Cap.
Yeah. Why don't you guys spend some time together?
Right, me and Rachel are going to have to talk this out. They might ask us about this. What's our favorite love song? What song do we make Whoopi to?
Sports Center. Who's your favorite Sports Center anchor? Neil?
Do people
No.
honestly? I haven't made I haven't made Whoopi to music in a while. I don't think.
No, I don't. Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing as much.
It's
anymore.
really not.
Right?
Yeah.
That actually would be a very good question, though, in the Un-Newlywed game. Rachel, who is the ESPN Sports Center
There's
anchor
no chance you
that
get
you
that.
watch
Yeah.
at night
Yeah.
before going to sleep?
Yeah.
If she could name Scott Van Pelt, that would be out of this world.
Yeah.
But I don't think she could do it.
Yeah.
Could Kelly do that?
Oh, for sure.
She would know
She
Neil
works
and
in the
Stan?
She works in the business.
She's
though.
in the business.
So it's different.
Okay, maybe if we asked Rachel some accounting questions, she'd do better.
Right. Anyway,
Yeah.
we
Like,
were
what's your diversified comp?
we were talking about the Lakers. They have to go 15-9.
Yep.
You think they can go 15-9?
I do.
So you said we're looking at the schedule.
I'm looking at the schedule. They
So
gotta,
look at the schedule.
So look, listen. They have to win tomorrow night against
the
New
Pelicans,
Orleans.
who, by the way, no Zion will out. Let me tell you something. Can we take a quick tangent?
Please.
Because I don't think you need to be a Pelicans fan to have this discussion. The Zion Williamson thing is a big problem.
The fact that he's never available because he's always hurt.
He was supposed to be one of the next faces of the league, and
Yeah.
he just is not available. When he plays, he's great.
Yep.
But he doesn't. This isn't like a Greg Oden thing, because some of this now has become more soft tissue stuff. You know what I mean? And I feel like that stuff should be, in theory, more avoidable, no?
Maybe, but I will just say it like this. His weight has fluctuated so much.
But he looked great when he was on the floor
right.
recently.
And he looked ripped, and he looked, bulky but
He's
strong.
always going to be big.
Right.
He looks like a defensive tackle, for God's sake.
But I wonder if that is part of the issue, is that his weight has fluctuated so much that his body is going through these constant changes.
Yeah.
And he's a big, heavy guy, and
Yeah.
you're putting a lot of pressure on ankles and knees and hips and so on.
By the way, tickets are as low as $54 to get in the building tomorrow.
For tomorrow night's
That's
game?
pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, you're going to play New Orleans.
15-9.
Okay? You got to win this game.
Okay, so you got New Orleans.
Okay?
Golden State.
Okay? You've just beaten
But you're
Steph.
not going to beat them every time.
When is Steph expected back?
Not till after the All-Star break.
Okay, so
And
assuming...
he's going to get reevaluated after the All-Star break.
Assume LeBron is
So this game
back.
is after the All-Star break.
Right, so assume LeBron is back for this game.
But not Steph.
Exactly.
Not yet.
So you got to win that game.
Okay, so that's 2.
Then,
At Dallas.
Okay.
They're struggling right now with Luka and Kyrie more because they haven't played together. They're trying to, it looked like they were playing hot potato at the end of the game yesterday.
So let me say something about Kyrie. And you don't have to be a Kyrie fan or hater or a Dallas fan or hater to appreciate what I'm about to say.
Let me hear it.
Okay? So I've told you a million times, Brooklyn Kyrie hated that dude.
Yeah.
Bad news, locker room cancer, terrible teammate, make my daughter return the Kyrie shoes, the whole thing. Hate that guy. Go to Dallas. He gives his first interview after the game that he plays against the Clippers to you. I was like, friendly guy, nice smile.
Little shorter than I thought he was.
I didn't know
You
he
thought
was so
taller.
short, you know? And I thought, maybe he's going to change a little. And then he starts scolding the media in Dallas.
Wait, but I'm curious to see that you're not interested in that, because I felt like you would be in on that, where he's saying, hey, I don't want to talk about the contract because I want to focus on trying to play basketball right now.
Oh,
with
yeah, I
this
love
team."
it. I love it.
I thought you'd be in on that.
Oh, I'm totally in on it. You know why?
Okay.
Because I love when the player tells the media how to not do their job. Hey, everybody, you're going to take my concentration away from me.
Why don't we just play the clip? So instead of you imitating
Oh,
it,
that's
we
you
could play
don't
it.
like my imitation?
I'm just saying, I feel like, just to
Can do
provide
it
some
after.
context.
Okay,
After, yeah.
I would love to just have a respect of you guys and everybody the rest of the season of just like continuously asking me that, because it just puts unwarranted distractions on us and our team. And I've dealt with it before, and it's very emotionally draining to ask questions like, what's the long term? What's the long term? What is it? But I will say that from the start of when I came here, there's been nothing but a warm embrace, nothing but genuine love, and nothing but a familiarity of relationships that I could really look to since I landed in Dallas. So there's just a positive note there, and just taking it one day at a time. That's all I could do in this life, and what the future holds is really only going to be dictated on what I do right now and how I prepare for those next steps, and that's being the best teammate I can in that locker room, being a great leader out here within the Dallas community, within the NBA, and just continue to be myself and develop. So I think just putting that to bed and just focus on what we have ahead as a team.
Yeah, my response to that,
I was
if I
going
were
to say, that didn't
standing
sound
there,
like the way you were doing it.
My response would be like, huh? What? What do you think? We're here to be your cheerleader, buddy? Okay? I mean, you want us to give you the respect of not asking you a question about your long-term future because that's emotionally draining for you and then could hurt the team? What are we, your cheerleaders? What, I show up in a short skirt and pom-poms? Do you understand that I'm here, I'm a working member of the media? By the way, I'm not, but those guys are. And I have to sit here and take from you that you need us to respect you so that you can focus on the season? What is wrong with you, man? You know what you need to do? Do you know what I'm going to say?
Check yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kyrie, check yourself. And I'm here for it, man. I love it. Because it only took one press conference for him to start dictating to everybody. I'm bigger than you, better than you, richer than you. You do what I say, and you cheer for me. You root me on. Get your pom-poms, writers. What do you think about that, George?
I guess it's one way of looking at it. I mean, it's every right they have to ask him. They're probably going to keep asking him anyway.
They should.
But I figured you would be like a sports person and just be like, okay, like, like, I get it. I played sports. I don't want to be distracted.
No.
I thought you'd go that route.
No, I don't
so
like
you're
being,
no longer a sports guy?
I don't like being dictated to by the player. I don't like the player telling me how to do my job.
Okay.
Like what qualifies Kyrie Irving to tell all these guys how to do their job?
But you tell them how to do their job.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, hey, score.
You kind of do. By a
score,
living.
dude.
Yeah, for a living, you do.
Yeah. So after they play Dallas, the Lakers.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, back to them.
Then they play Memphis.
Okay.
Then they play Oklahoma City.
Oh, but Memphis is going to be want to get back at them for sure.
And listen, the Lakers should want to get back at Oklahoma City.
Right, and Oklahoma City's playing well.
Okay.
Yeah, Minnesota's playing pretty decent basketball.
Okay.
Golden State again. By then, Steph should be back.
All right.
Memphis again. Toronto.
Got to win.
The Knicks playing good ball.
Got to win that game.
At New Orleans.
Got to win.
In a game you might be at.
I'm thinking about it.
At Houston's got to be a win. Dallas, again, Orlando, Phoenix.
Have I told you my thoughts on Kyrie?
You did.
Okay, just because I saw Dallas.
I know they're up again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Phoenix, Kevin Durant. Ooh.
Trouble.
I got that game, actually.
Nice.
OKC again. Back-to-back Bulls.
That's kind of weird.
Well, it's like a home and home.
Yeah.
Minnesota, at Houston, at Utah, Clippers here. I have that game, too. Phoenix and Utah.
And how many games did you say they have to win?
15.
15 out of how many?
Out of 24.
Oy vey.
It's not looking good, is what I'm saying.
Oy vey.
They got a tough schedule.
Boy, LeBron better get whatever they put in Patrick Mahomes' foot. They better get it and put it in his foot.
Like I have said all season long, they'll be in the play. But now, for the first time, I'm kind of like, I mean, it's possible they're not.
If LeBron James and Anthony Davis are not in the playoffs of any kind, 2 back-to-back years, then what are we doing here?
Disaster.
What are we doing here?
Disaster. Yes, disaster.
It's just a question.
At least LeBron went to the Super Bowl.
And put on his crown for everybody.
He did put on the crown.
Right. Just want to tell everybody, I'm the king. It was very annoying.
It's National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day.
Cream-filled chocolate?
Yeah, I don't like that.
What do you fill the cream in?
No, it's cream-filled chocolate.
Like the things that are the little boxes.
Yeah, like this. And it's cream-filled. Sometimes they put put all kinds of stuff in there.
Mm-hmm. Jacob and Ronnie gave me a chocolate earlier today.
He did? Did you eat it?
I was his
Oh, they were
Valentine.
delicious.
I know. I left it here somewhere.
I ate it. I had 2. Well, I figured you didn't want it, so I ate it.
I ate it.
And Jacob was like pushing it on me. He's like, have a chocolate. Be my Valentine. I was like, okay. And then he was like, here, have another one. I was like, nah, it's all right. It's okay. He's like, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And I didn't do it. I should have. I could have given one to George.
I like that Morales owned up to grabbing the chocolate because apparently on Mason and Ireland, I'm being blamed for some shirt that got lost that I don't even know.
You're being blamed?
Oh, well, here's what happened. I'll give it to you quickly.
Yeah, exactly. That was my face.
Here's what I'm going to tell you quickly.
Uh-huh.
So last week, when LeBron broke the record that night, we were all walking out together.
Mm-hmm.
They were giving out shirts, the LeBron record shirt, right? I got one.
Yeah.
A lot of people got one.
Yeah.
I came back to the station.
Right.
To work with Mario on all the promos and all that stuff.
LeBron James breaks the all-time record as a Laker.
I'm a big believer. Back in the old morning show days, this wall behind you, Cappy,
Yeah.
which people can see, was filled with all kinds of paraphernalia and pictures and stuff. So I want to build it back up. I put the shirt, I pinned it on top of the Mandy sign because we have like the Rams thing, we have other stuff. Today I look over and I go, hey, where's the LeBron shirt? We reviewed the tape from the celebration day where we were commercial free.
Yeah.
The shirt was up still during Travis and Sliwa.
Right.
It was up during Mason and Ireland, but when Sedano and Cap began last Wednesday, Celebration Wednesday, the shirt disappeared.
Oh, my.
Which means somebody took my shirt that I donated to the studio. I think it was Mason. But
Yeah, it
apparently
wasn't me.
They're saying it could have been somebody from our crew.
No.
It's not like Mason would ever admit it.
Why
if
would
he did.
Laura take that
Yeah,
shirt?
they said that I
She
bought it
loves
for my
LeBron.
boo, and I was like,
He's
first
a
of all,
Clipper fan.
Yeah, 1 and 2, I can afford a gift, Briones. Okay, I don't need to be stealing
here's the thing.
nobody's stuff.
So they only gave out 18,000 whatever shirts.
Right, the people that were in
and
there.
walking out, they were like tackling people if they thought you took an extra shirt. But Tommy Lamb,
I saw someone on Insta with like 10 shirts.
Well,
that
I'm
y'all know. I'm not gonna say names.
Who?
I don't
was
know.
it?
Just saying.
I don't
Were
know.
they on the Mason and Ireland show?
All I know is they were taking it very serious that night.
I
Walking
told
out.
Sedano on his ear.
You know, I left so early that they didn't even give me a shirt.
Okay. Anyway, so we believe somebody within the group stole the shirt.
Okay.
Now, Tommy, of course, the executive vice president of the Fun and Games Department, has just texted to say we're getting more shirts from the Lakers. But that's not the point, Tommy. Thanks for listening, but you gutless for texting me that.
Yeah, you
Because
gutless.
the point is, who stole the shirt?
It was from Mason and Ireland crew.
It was
I'ma put it
Mason.
in.
You think it was?
Oh.
You think it was Briones?
No, I don't think it was.
I'm going to
Briones.
text him right now. Did you steal the shirt?
Mason?
Mason is the only person who it seems like there's a lot of people in and out of the studio that day, but I feel like he's the only person that would seem like they would actually want something like that.
But
to
what
the
about-
point where they would just take it.
But what about Ireland? What about Ireland, though, who came back later that day
No, Ireland,
to
if he
discuss
wanted
the
one-
D'Angelo
No.
Russell
Why would
trade?
Ireland? He would just ask the
Maybe
Lakers
he felt
for
like he
it.
was entitled to.
No,
it.
the
The
Lakers
Lakers
could've
mine.
The Lakers would
Oh,
have
you mean
given
when he saved us that segment? Because we
That's
were
right.
like, whoa, a
Yeah.
trade happened. Now we got to
big
talk
trade.
sports.
There's no Sedano here. Now what?
No, I don't know who it was, but they said it was from like when they transitioned from their show to ours. So
Well, we checked the actual
yeah,
tapes.
I know. It was like during crosstalk when
Yeah.
y'all like came in. I was like, then it couldn't have been me or anybody, one of us. Like
So-
it had to be one of them.
Yeah, couldn't they look at the video to see like where, like at
We're
what
not
point
always
it
we're not
disappeared?
always rolling. I mean, we didn't have the shot.
Sure, but you can narrow it down.
Okay.
We don't have
listen,
surveillance video.
guys. I guess we're gonna have to get that.
We're gonna have to get security videos here.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna be in black and white and kind of fuzzy. But
Well,
we'll get to the bottom of it.
These things happen sometimes.
You know, we will get to the bottom of it.
We've broken the clock again.
Damn it.
Sorry, guys. But the brown on brown crime, I did not like Briones.
Yeah,
I did
Briones.
not like it.
You know what?
messed
Check
up.
yourself, bro.
Yeah,
and
girl.
You're gutless.
I
Do
can't
it,
say
Chris.
he's go. I
Come
can't say he's gutless.
on. I'll
I
say
need
it.
him a lot.
You're
We got the Mandy
gutless.
Awards coming up.
You're
you know.
gutless, Briones. You're gutless.
All right, we'll be back with Big Deal or No Deal next.
Oh, yeah.
Can I say this about Cappy?
Oh, I was going to do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What are you
It's your
gonna
show.
say?
It's your show.
Let me hear.
It's
What are
your
you
show.
going to say?
I love, this briefly last week, I love that you have come full circle on something as tedious as Radio Row. We shook out the stereotypical sports radio guy in you, and you are now, between us and the Cappy Cast, we have shaken you out of those norms that you used to
I'll
have.
tell you this right now, though. Next year, when the Super Bowl's in Vegas for the first time
No,
ever,
we're not going.
I'm going.
Nope.
I'll be
Actually,
there.
there have been some planning calls because
Yeah.
it could be
Crap.
a big revenue opportunity.
I'm going. I'm going,
I was
too.
going to Vegas.
I mean, the Super Bowl in Vegas for the first time ever, that's something I'm probably going to want to go to.
Really?
Yeah.
It could be a big opportunity for the radio station, and if we have fans that can win to come
Just
out.
paying you a compliment.
Yeah, but
Well, we don't have to be on Radio Row. We just have to be in Vegas.
yeah,
we could
right.
do the show from a
yeah.
suite.
Yeah, I don't have to be on Radio Row. Radio Row's lame. It's gotten old. It's gotten boring.
But if we are in Vegas, we know Cappy will be on Radio Row every day.
oh, dude, I'll be there.
Hey, man,
You guys
just ran into Sid.
Yeah, you guys need me? Let me know. I'll be over here.
I already got my sweet offers, Cappy.
The Cappy Cast doesn't want to be at this Radio Row.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yep, they do.
So is us.
Cappy and Company?
They do.
Cappy and Company.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
they do.
Kaplan and Crew, no?
They do. They want to be there. I want to be there. I listen, because when a Super Bowl goes to a city that it's never been to,
Yeah.
then it becomes more interesting. When the Super Bowl goes to Arizona every 6 years, it's not so interesting.
You're going to tell me people, our fans, our listeners, would not, the people in the social media communities, the Sedano and Cap Circle of Trust, don't want to see the coverage of us all living in the same suite for 5 days in a row.
Oh, dude.
Can
It would
you
be
imagine?
awesome.
Sedano will throw you out the window after night 2.
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of like what I told Chris Jericho and Sting. I will take George Sedano by his crotch and his neck. I will pick him up over my head, military press style, and I will throw him over the top ring rope.
I'm of a nacho.
I mean, I do have a guy in Vegas.
I'm
A
the
guy
only
for
one
what?
that wouldn't go.
Well, I got a guy.
Y'all have
You
fun.
got a guy for what?
I got a guy that we can do, not illegal stuff, like real, like have a fun time in Vegas.
Okay, so why would we not want to do that?
I got a guy too.
I don't want to though. I don't want to go.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
I'm not saying we're doing it. We're trying.
we're
to
doing it.
I don't want to
find
You guys
potential revenue
Would
opportunities.
be a great YouTube
Yeah.
camera situation. You
Right,
four would
like
be
Big Brother.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. The three boys and Lindsay would be
And we
hilarious.
take Cody from the social funny games department with us,
Yeah.
and we
Okay,
glue
there
his
you go.
face to the carpet like a
Whoa,
radical little
whoa,
prank.
whoa! No, he wouldn't do that.
Like,
The reason
there's a movie that happens. That's what I'm referencing.
I know,
the,
but no.
the reason I can't tell Cappy who the guy is, because then he's going to want the
Oh,
guy.
he'll call him.
Right. You're going to want to Hey King him.
Really?
And this is that kind of person.
Hey
Okay.
King
What
goes
can
to
he-
Vegas.
Let me tell you this. Let me ask this question.
He is
What
part
can
of
he
the-
do?
If you're the highest of high rollers,
Yeah.
deal with him.
Okay, and what can he
I,
provide?
And I only know him
Yeah.
because he's a huge NBA fan.
Okay, gotcha.
And George is in the league.
I know he is. Very
But that's
much
the
so.
only reason I know him.
Okay.
And he was introduced to me, and then we exchanged numbers, and he sends me texts. I text him about the NBA. We text about the NBA.
Okay. And so if we needed
And
things
he's
in
always
Vegas,
said, whenever you're in town, let me know.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's
And-
do it.
No, yeah.
No.
Meanwhile, while we consider that, it's big deal or no deal time.
Oh, yeah. Take it away, Linz.
Take it away, Linz.
Thanks, Sedano. Thanks, Christopher. All right, guys, so Ted Lasso Season 3 officially has a release date. It was announced today that the third season will debut on Wednesday, March 15th. The show returns with a storyline in which the newly promoted AFC Richmond faces ridicule as media predictions widely peg them as last in the Premier League. A teaser for the new season also dropped today, and that can be viewed on Twitter at Apple TV+.
Right, and then they're facing off against Nate the Great.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea what you're talking about because I didn't watch Ted Lasso. But
yeah.
for you, is it a big deal or no deal? Because I know this was like a thing with Cappy.
Big deal. I love the show. It's only going to be one more season, so of course I got to watch now. I'm already pot committed. Let's go. And I want to see them go up against Nate.
Now, when you say go up against Nate, he's the guy who was the equipment manager who became the assistant coach.
Who then is now on a rival team.
Right. Now he's got his own team.
Yeah.
Because he got into a conflict
He
there. at
turned
the
on
end.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
He's gutless.
So
Great job, Laura.
So,
You gutless.
Laura, you know that I did finish Ted Lasso.
You did?
You
I
finally
did.
finished something.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
yeah. I finished Ted Lasso. So now, because I finished, because I'm up to speed, because I know what happened, I'm ready for season 3. I may even throw a viewing party.
No, stop.
Yes, on Radio Row.
At Yamava. Oh.
Next year.
Seriously, that's a good idea. We'll do a viewing party at Yamava.
We do a lot of Yamava stuff.
Yes,
aren't
we are. A lot of stuff around the NCAA basketball tournament.
March Madness, the big dance.
That's right.
The big dance.
Oh.
You know, I usually go to Vegas for that.
Well, get
But
ready.
I'm
You're
gonna
going to
go
Yamava.
instead. Okay.
Resort and casino.
Cool.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. What's next, Lindsay?
So during the last episode of the Let's Go podcast, Tom Brady praised Rihanna's halftime performance, and he talked about how players in the Super Bowl don't typically get a chance to see the show. He then went on to say that he believed the controversial performance from 19 years ago with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake was beneficial for the league. He said, quote, "I think in the end it was probably a good thing for the NFL because everyone got to talk about it. And it was just more publicity and more publicity for the halftime shows. Is any publicity bad publicity? That's what they say, so who knows?" Is what Tom Brady said here. A big deal or no deal, Cappy?
No deal.
Wow.
No deal.
I'm stunned that anything he would say would be a no deal for you.
Mr. Squeaky Clean saying that?
Actually, kind of lame. You know, like, dude, you're talking about the game and the halftime show from 19 years ago. Like, these are your final thoughts on your final episode of your podcast this season? Is the 19-year-old halftime show? No deal for me. By the way, is Rihanna really a billionaire? Because I saw her on a video on Instagram. She's walking down the street. She's holding her phone, and she's talking about her halftime performance. Thanks, everybody. It was great. And she said something like, "I'm a billionaire. I don't care."
She is a billionaire.
She is.
Damn.
Because of her makeup line, right,
Yeah,
Linz?
her makeup and her skincare line, which is great.
Yeah, she's worth $1.4 billion.
Wow, Rihanna's worth more than LeBron. How about that? I wouldn't have known that.
Well, I mean, she's more global than LeBron.
Yeah.
Is she really?
And
Yeah,
she-
she's a musician.
I know, but he's like the number one most famous athlete on the planet.
Right, but there's levels to this. Like, I think that like rock star movies or art performer, musical performer is the top of the mountain.
Yeah, but she's not the top of the mountain. She's
Yeah, but
great.
She's pretty high up there.
She's the number one.
She's pretty high.
She's like top five.
But the point is, LeBron's number one.
Right,
Yeah,
but
that's
what I'm
just
saying is
athletics.
there's levels to this.
Yeah.
All right. What is everybody getting crazy about?
Musical performer.
All right, relax.
Movie star, athlete way down here. It's kind of like this. TV personality, radio personality.
What were you doing with that radio person? Where's he going? Way down here?
You know, that's
like the
you know what,
schleppers.
I'm going to disagree with you on
Push
that. last
back
one.
on that, will you, Chris?
Yeah, that sounds like something Clinton Yates would say.
It's the truth, though.
No, geez.
Television's
A lot of
Yates?
people.
Let me tell you something. I've worked on both sides.
But this radio
The budgets
station,
are way different.
Well, the budgets might be different.
Yeah.
But that's just because TV feels the need to have all these anchors and stuff. But nevertheless, this radio station's awfully powerful, my friend.
I'm not saying otherwise, but what I'm saying is there's a big difference.
The dollars.
Well,
is
the
what I'm
dollars.
saying.
I didn't know about Rihanna's makeup line.
Well, she has a makeup line and a skincare line, and she has like a clothing line, which it started off as like lingerie, but now it's a whole clothing line.
And we're also protecting you from the Navy.
The Riri Army?
Yes.
The Navy.
The Navy.
They're
Is
a
it
Navy?
the Navy?
They're a Navy.
They're
No,
a
that was the
Navy.
Army.
They're not an
Riri's a
Army.
Navy.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're not a Marine Corps.
Nope.
They're not an Air Force.
Ay, Dios mío.
Nope.
They're not a Delta Force. They're not Special Forces.
bad
What are you,
joke.
Chuck Norris?
They're just Navy.
Yes, Riri Navy.
All right.
That was the Riri Army, no?
No, Riri Navy.
Navy.
Why did we say Army like 3 years ago? Was it the Army then and now it's the Navy?
No, it's always been
Has
the
she
Navy.
changed branches of the military?
Nope, always been the Navy.
Really? Okay.
Always been the Navy.
Is she a lieutenant colonel?
Nope.
Okay.
She's the general.
She is, huh?
Yeah.
Not an admiral? Aren't admirals the top guys?
Whatever
in
the top person is,
Navy?
that's what she is.
All right.
Yes. Next, Linz.
Do they dress up like the what's the church that has the ship and they dress up like they're in the Navy?
The church that has the ship.
Never mind. Go ahead.
No, don't go there either.
The wheels are coming off. It's
They've been off,
6:43.
Cappy. They've been off.
The wheels are coming off.
All right, last one. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, is quick to admit that he made some unwise purchases during his youth, but he's gone on to guide today's generation not to follow the same route. During a recent interview on the Club Shay Shay podcast, Coach Prime cops to the dumbest thing that he ever bought when he was young.
Coming out after my senior year, I bought a 5.6 the SEC, and cut the top off, dropped that thing, and I brought a BMW M3. That was probably one of the dumbest buys, not because of BMW. I didn't know how to drive a stick, and I bought a stick.
How you buy that? You know,
just
but that thing was nice. My brother had one. He brought one.
He brought the M3. Ignorant. I was just ignorant. Didn't even know how to drive a stick, and I bought a stick. So I get in the car like, what's this?
So kind of a big deal and very funny. So,
Oh my God, Shannon Sharp cracks me up. He didn't say one word, not one word, and he cracks me up.
what is the dumbest thing that you bought when you were young?
A wedding ring for Cappy bought a wedding ring.
Oh.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was seemed smart at the time.
Wow.
A bunch of years later, didn't seem so smart.
I bought I think it was either $1,500. Maybe it was $1,500 just a jacket. $1,500 for a jacket.
Was that white members only you were wearing last week?
No, it was like a jacket. Just a jacket. No,
Do you-
that's from
do you have a
Zara, bro. That's
picture?
$40.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a picture of said jacket?
I don't anymore.
Is members only still around?
I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
$1,500 for one like sports coat, and I'm like, this was stupid.
But that's not that crazy. You're
For
on
a-
television.
Yeah, but not for a sports coat. If
Was it
a-
custom made or no?
It was, but for
Okay.
a suit, like maybe $1,500 for a suit, okay. But even that, I don't spend that regularly. But $1,500 for just one sports coat, that's a lot.
It's fine.
It's a lot.
What's the dumbest thing we've ever bought?
I definitely would. In retrospect, I wouldn't do it again. How about that?
Still got it?
Do you still like it?
It
you
is
still wear
actually. We still have it. I think we still have it. It's probably in a crate somewhere. But
Why
I
don't
bet
you
you
take
take
it?
it.
Why don't you put it in like somebody's like consignment
because
store?
I don't fit in it anymore.
Oh, because now you do the hiking.
Yeah.
And
I
the,
don't
the
fit in it.
fasting.
Oh, you mean it's too big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't you give it to Chris?
What's that supposed to mean?
Means you're a bigger guy.
Well, we're a different frame, frankly.
He wouldn't
what I'm
fit in
saying.
it. He wouldn't fit in it either.
That's unfortunate.
You could fit in it.
Give it to me.
I'm not even joking.
Let me have it.
Because you're bigger.
I want your $1,500 coat.
You can have it.
Has it appreciated or depreciated?
I don't know, dude. It's clothing.
Give it to me.
Does clothing appreciate?
I don't know. Give it to me. I'm going to try and
Some
sell
of
it.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a label. It's a custom made, so it doesn't. It's not like you're wearing a.
Does it
a
say your
designer
name in
label.
it?
No.
No, no.
It's a Belvist.
It's a what?
Belvist. That's the name of the brand that makes the coat.
thought
Not
you
Belle Biv DeVoe. but
Right, that's what
Belvis,
I was
yeah.
thinking, like from a Belle Biv DeVoe video. No, apparently not.
Yeah.
We were on the same page there.
Mm-hmm. But you can have it if you want it.
I'd like it. Get it out of that crate.
Yeah. I will.
Chris, you have to have a young, dumb purchase to share.
My first car, I bought an Infiniti i30 when I was 18, and I didn't have any credit. And my dad said, "Let me co-sign it for you."
Oh, boy.
Because you're spending a fortune. And I said, "No, I want it." And then 2 months later, I got into my only accident I've ever been in. They were able to salvage the car, but it was a really dumb purchase on my part. I ended up spending like $70,000 for a $40,000 car or something.
What?
Yeah, it was bad. It was
By the way,
very dumb.
Steve Mason says he did not steal the shirt.
Well, did you expect
I thought,
him to
isn't
admit
Mason supposed to be in the middle of round 2 right now?
He should be
It might
hanging
be
by
quick,
the
bro.
trapeze.
You never know.
Damn, Laura.
He's Wham Bam Mace?
I mean, Cappy over here, isn't he? I don't know your age ranges, but, Cappy's fast, so I don't know where Mace would be.
Yeah.
Who do you think's
Cappy's
faster?
not happy with that
Who do you think's
statement.
faster? Me or Mace?
No sé.
No sé, pero
Pero no sé.
like no sé. See. All right, hey, let me tell everybody about Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. This month in February, if you play in any premium room, you could be one of 2 winners of a Rolex Daytona watch. That's happening on February 28th. Now, do you like a nice Daytona? Do you like a Rolex watch?
Daytona's a beautiful watch.
Beautiful watch. That is an appreciating asset.
Yes.
Yes.
Not a watch person. Is that like a fancy watch?
Yeah. So it's a Rolex, but it's a particular kind of Rolex.
Is that
it's
the
called
one
the
with the blue?
Daytona. Depends, but they're giving away 2 of them on February 28th.
Wow.
Now, you can also...
Why are you laughing?
Because that sounded like that wow drop that Mason and I
Wow.
You can also have your chance to drive away in a 2023 or 2023, depending on how you like to say it, a Jaguar F-Type. Now, you had some kind of Infinity. This is a Jaguar F-Type that they're giving away at
Infiniti
Yamaha.
when I was 18.
Right.
I think that was pretty good at 18.
Right, but this is a 2023 Jaguar F-Type, or you can win up to $100,000 on Thursdays in February. By the way, this is no joke, man. We gave away $9,000 for touchdowns scored. They give away a lot of money and a lot of really great prizes at Yamava, but you must be a Club Serrano member and you must be 21 to participate.
Did any of our Circle of Trust people win the money?
No, but funny you ask. A CappyCast member won like $1,000.
That's cool.
Yeah. Go to Yamava.com for details. That's YAAMAVA, Yamava.com for details. And as always, please gamble responsibly.
Travis and Slim.
Do you like water? Well, then you already like 70% of me.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to make fun of his ass tomorrow. I need to complain to Spotify for you being not named the hottest single. Holy, this guy. If you were a Transformer, you'd be Optimus Prime. Yeah, no. Hey, that's respect though.
You know what's on the menu tonight? Me and you.
Forget Lakers talk with Slee's coming up for a Valentine's Day night.
Wow, Slee's.
That says Valentine's Day like Slee and Lakers talk tonight, but that's okay. Enjoy it on your long drive to the restaurant.
2 hours? 1 hour?
1 hour.
Okay.
It's Live Imaging Tuesday, final segment. Sedano and Kap on this day in 1983. Michael Jackson released Beat It, the third single from the greatest album ever made, Thriller.
Just beat it. Could you imagine if Live Imaging Tuesday was on Lakers Talk too? That would be great.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, I don't think Slee would like that.
That'd be marvelous.
He already got his dose of me for the night.
Really?
For the day.
Yeah.
Take it away, Slee. It's also National...
Thank you, Christopher.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Chris.
That's good impersonation, Laura.
We're here 1 hour tonight for Lakers Talk. That's what, his rundown. It's National Ferris Wheel Day.
You like a good Ferris wheel?
I hate it. Well, I got a heights issue.
Really?
I got a lot of heights.
I hate heights too, but I don't mind a Ferris wheel.
But they're kind of boring after like the first time
Yeah,
you go
you're good.
around. You're like, all right, let me off. You know?
Yeah.
Right? Unlike a
What
roller
was your
coaster.
favorite carnival ride, though?
See, well,
I like
Carnival.
the whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole?
But that's not a ride.
That's a game.
It's not a ride.
Game, bro.
No. I like the.
I feel like that's what you do to us around here.
Yeah. I like the roller coasters at carnivals that are put together by carnies and run by carnies.
Yeah.
Because
How
that
about
makes
the
it.
Gravitron? Remember the Gravitron?
Oh, Gravitron's a great ride.
Yeah.
You know, how about the one that the pirate ship that goes up and
Yeah.
back and up and back and you
Did
think you're going to
anyone
go over?
ever puke in the Gravitron when you were in there?
Not that I can recall.
I saw one person do it. It was
Really?
gross.
Who was it?
Just some random
Oh,
person.
okay. I thought
yeah,
maybe
I
it was
didn't know
somebody you were
somebody I knew. It like went right back at him.
Speaking of throwing up,
Gross.
so it's little dealer's choice here.
Oh yeah.
And I had a friend on Sunday had a little too much to drink.
Travis Rogers?
It wasn't Travis.
Oh, okay.
We put him into an Uber, which the Uber driver showed up, and he had this really nice Tesla Uber. Right now, remember, this is Sunday morning. This is before I go to Yamava for the big game. So we put this buddy of mine in this Uber, and it's a really nice Tesla. And on his way home, my man throws up all over
Tesla?
In the Tesla?
all over the back of this
Oh,
Tesla.
I would kill someone.
So it hurts your rating.
Right. So right.
Oh,
okay. So that's
So you ordered the Uber?
right. So
On
that's
your account.
Right. So here's the deal.
Oh,
now,
boy.
Now, so here's the story.
Oh boy.
So when he gets home and he realizes, number one, I've thrown up all over the back of this guy's car. It is Super Bowl Sunday, which means now this guy can't drive all day.
Right.
Right. So he's lost out on a lot of money. Now, what is the penalty on Uber for throwing up in the back of somebody's car?
I don't know. I've never done it.
No,
so.
but they're-
$300.
I was just saying, yeah, it's like $300.
$300.
So you get
Yeah.
charged $300.
Yep.
$300, right? So he says to the driver, no, man. I didn't call the Uber. It's on my friend's account. I can't have you charge his account. I need to pay you. And the guy's like, well, bro, I can't drive all day now because my car smells like puke. You know, I can't go picking up people on Super Bowl Sunday, transport them to different parties because, you blew chunks all over the back of my back seat here in my Tesla.
You could just say throw up. It's fine.
Vomit,
Yeah.
if you
vomit's
will.
fine, yes.
Okay.
You
So
want to say it in Spanish?
how do you say that?
Vomito.
Volbito.
No, vomito.
Volmito.
Yeah.
Volbito something else.
Right.
Yeah, completely different.
Right.
Volbito you got to pay extra for, but Volbito.
Yeah.
Pero
I wasn't
vomito.
going to say it. No, cálmate.
Okay. So,
Hey, Mace, if you're still listening, this is a masterclass on how to do afternoon drive sports radio. Oh, boy.
and we're going to be FaceTiming you as soon as we get in the car.
We should all FaceTime him right now on the air.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's not a bad idea.
Let's
I'm going to
do
just do it. I'll do a group FaceTime.
Here's
We
the
should
end
do
of the
it.
story.
We should do it with like all of our cameras. Can't we do that?
I don't know. Here's the end of the story.
No, he said no.
So the driver said, well, dude, I got to charge you like the puke fee. There's like a legitimate Uber puke fee.
Yeah, $300. We just said it.
Well, that's what we think, right? This buddy of mine paid the Uber guy.
How much?
Take a guess.
500.
Cash.
Keep going.
6 cash?
Nope.
$1,000.
Nope. You're close. In between. $750 in cash.
Wow.
Here, take this money and don't charge my friend's account. Go clean your car. Go enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. Sorry I vomited all over your back of your car.
But he realizes, your friend, that he could have taken the cash and still charged you.
Perhaps.
But the guy didn't.
He's being a good moral human
Yes.
being, but he could have done that too.
Probably so.
And there was nothing you could have done to stop it.
You're exactly
So
right.
your friend's a good man. He protected you, saved you $300.
And the Uber driver, very trustworthy guy. I think, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, he didn't
It's
charge.
not his fault.
No.
I'm FaceTiming Mason.
Okay.
Everybody check your phones.
Let us know how it goes.
I don't know. My phone's in the other room.
How does this work where you FaceTime a bunch of
pick it
people
up.
at the
Bro, you
same
hit
time?
join.
No, not that. How do you FaceTime a whole bunch of people at the same time?
Ay, Dios mío.
Don't worry about it.
Ay, Dios mío?
Oh, I think there's Cappy. We're
Yep.
still waiting on
Wait a
this.
second. Chris, you're not joining us?
It's in the other room. It's fine.
How can you be away
Turn
from your
down your
phone?
speakers, guys.
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry.
It's like when we get a caller.
Mason's still waiting. He's not picking it up.
Come on, Mace. Get off the trapeze, man, or let us watch.
Funchie's even in there too, right?
Funch is in the house?
I did not. But Lindsay just joined apparently now too.
Where's she? I don't see her.
I don't see her either.
I see me.
It says you just joined. Yeah.
We're still waiting for Mace. Lindsay, I don't think your camera's
No, he
on.
didn't
Yeah,
pick
your
up.
camera's not on.
He didn't pick up.
Oh, Mace.
Come on, Mace. Do better.
All right.
Oh, well.
You want to try one more
We
time?
tried.
We'll
Yeah, try one more time.
We'll try. Oh, here comes Funch
I don't
right
see
now.
why we can't do this with our cameras. Remember when
know.
Carlo's mom FaceTimed
Seriously.
the iPad in the middle of the show?
I feel like we should be able to. But I have a question. I never asked for dealer's choice, but I got asked to do Ask Laura tomorrow. What should I expect? Because I know some of y'all have done it. Is it bad?
I refuse to do it, so.
Oh, snap.
I too have also said I don't deal with the media, so I'm not doing it
Did
either.
I just get like sucker punched into this?
No, it'll be fun.
Emily's really sweet, so I was like,
Emily
sure,
is
I'll
sweet.
help you. But now I'm like worried because people are weird.
How so?
Well, Twitter's weird, and isn't that where they get questions from?
Usually, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
So be sure to
Ay,
hear
Dios
that
mío.
tomorrow around 10:45, a roaring edition of Ask Laura on Travis and Sliwa.
Uh-oh.
You in trouble, girl.
Where's Slee? Is he on vacation or something?
No,
No.
I think he's in like Comrex 1. Let me see.
All right, I'm going to post this in the Sedano Kap Circle of Trust.
What are you posting?
The picture of that. I took a screenshot of us trying to FaceTime him.
Oh, that's nice.
That's funny.
Is Slee there?
Slee, you there?
Valentine's Day Slee?
Slee.
Slee in the house? Slee on the spot? Slee with Laker
I
talk?
guess it's not here yet.
Okay.
He's coming up at the top of the hour. It's been a fun Valentine's Day, boys.
Sure
and
has.
girls.
It has. Well,
Anybody doing anything? Like, even though we all said we're not going out anywhere, I know, Laura, you're going to the sushi place. Lindsay, you and Chewy are still trying to figure it out.
She might be my date. Y'all don't know.
Okay.
I'm riding back to the OC with you.
Okay, that sounds good.
That's it, my friend.
I think Slee don't want to talk to y'all because I hear him in the background.
Oh, damn, Slee.
Just saying.
And Sedano and Kelly will not be making whoopee in the shower.
Or the kitchen.
Or the kitchen.
That's
Or the
right.
kitchen.
Because
Be
Kelly,
careful with them knives,
Kelly doesn't
bro.
like it in the kitchen.
If you're
Or-
just tuning
or
in,
the
that
shower.
was greatly out of context.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
like it in the
today,
shower.
Shoot at-
she's out of commission, if you know what I mean. So
Oh, really?
Oh,
Really?
that sucks.
Wow.
I just dumped it. It's okay. But I felt like it'd be a good laugh for us.
Yeah.
All right, we're done here. Great job, Cappy.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
You want to try FaceTime Mason?
Yeah,
one
I'm
more
going to do
time?
it in the car.
Okay. All right, let's do that. All right, great job, girls. Lindsay and Laura.